Phoenix are so crazy. It's time to get the engine started and decide the 2023 NASCAR Cup Series champion next on NBC Sports.
Dale Jr. doesn't need to explain why the restarts at Phoenix are so crazy. This is a stupidly designed racetrack with one big fucking flaw. And I think if you put some fucking field turf down there and got rid of that dog leg, or the ability to cut the dog leg, you'd get the cars closer together and maybe create better racing. But what do I know? Good afternoon. You ready to end this fucking season once and for all? I am. We made it. One more race. A couple hours away from being done with another year. I've been sitting here getting frustrated at the Falcons. Hey, there's fucking Danny Glover. Much like him, I'm starting to feel like I'm too old for this shit. As the Falcons have been really pissing me off today. They lead 21-13, but it should be more than that. Kind of like, just like the Tampa Bay game. Should be winning by 15 or 20 points. Hello, Bijan Robinson. And he fumbles. And pretty sure the Vikings recovered. Vikings ball. Falcons turn it over. Awesome. We let a fucking bum-ass team without their two best players get back in this game. Why am I not surprised? Finally, Bijan gets a big run, and then he fumbles it away to fucking Minnesota, who's probably going to win this game, despite the fact that they suck. But losing to bad teams is what we do. See Washington. Losing to them was an all-time embarrassment because of how fucking pitiful they are. You really couldn't recover that fumble there. I mean, you were the only one in front of it, and you couldn't fucking recover it. Way to go. So despite the fact that we've got an interception, forced a fumble, and got a safety, we're only up by 8. But let's talk about this fucking race before I kill myself. Here to talk to myself one more time before February.
Is known for his use of iRacing and simulation, but what you might not know is what a team like Kendrick Motorsports does with that. On Friday, they had a team there till 1 a.m. working scenarios out that helped this 24 car win the pole. They also have an Xfinity Series driver there today running scenarios.
What is up, William Byron's eye? Okay, that was weird.
As fast as they possibly can in this championship fight, Kim.
Well, Parker, for Ryan Blaney, it's been an entire Penske organization effort to prepare the 12 team to win this championship. At their competition meeting Monday, last year's champion and Ryan's teammate Joey Logano and his crew chief Paul Wolf walked the 12 team through every single thing they did to run well at Phoenix to win the title last year. Things that Blaney and his team are hoping to apply to get a little bit more speed. Ryan and his team told me they feel like they have a complete blueprint, Dave, of what they need to do to win here today.
Kim, from his office inside the 20 car, Christopher Bell will be communicating with that man right there, Adam Stevens on the right. What is happening with his race car? Adam
Bell back in the Final Four for the second year in a row. The only driver that was in the Final Four last year to make it again this year.
It was over, but he told me it's a part of Christopher Bell's game, giving that feedback that has improved tremendously in 2023. It could lead them to his first championship, Marty.
Dave, if Kyle Larson can win the title today, it would be his second in the last 3 years. And he told me this week this one would certainly feel a little bit different. In 2021, he said everything fell our way. This year, not so much. While we've had speed almost every week, We've made so many mistakes this year, so pulling off the title today for the 5-team, in Larson's words, would be a little more special. You know, DJ, in this format, every year, the champion has won this race. Does that streak continue today? Absolutely. These are the
I think it does.
At this point, that's why they're part of the championship four. They have 15 wins already. The rest of the field and all the drivers have 20. Yes, that's going to happen once again today. Kyle, how are the nerves right now for those championship four drivers?
There are no nerves. They handed somebody their hat, their sunglasses, their nerves. They're in their happy place, getting ready to do the thing they love.
Time now for a very special NASCAR 75th anniversary command to start the engines for Championship Sunday.
A lot of factors different from last year when we had that awful race. A little softer tire, 30% less downforce, no resin or anything on the track, less grip. So hopefully this ends up being more entertaining than last year.
We wanted to celebrate our rich history.
And unlike the Falcons, the Vikings know how to capitalize off turnovers.
Today, and we wanted to look ever forward to the future and the next 75 years of NASCAR. So as we wave the green flag on the last race of our 75th
Get to it.
season, we would like to
It's been
say
a long
thank
year.
you to the entire NASCAR community.
I need a break.
Our drivers, our race teams, our racetracks, our many sponsors, and our television partners. Thank you for a very memorable 2023 season. You know, there's one other group that I would like to thank, and they are the greatest sports.
Touchdown Vikings. Josh Dobbs walks it in with ease from 20 yards out. Did I mention we're losing to a team whose quarterback just got there a couple days ago?
And lastly, I want to say good luck to our championship four, to Ryan Blaney, to Kyle Larson.
Can you just shut the fuck up and start the engines?
And to Christopher Bell. We look forward to seeing one of you and crowning you our 2023 NASCAR Cup Series champion.
In celebration of NASCAR's 75th anniversary season, help me welcome our Diamond Anniversary dignitaries. Representing
Hey, Richard Petty, Rusty Wallace, and Booby LaBooby, and Kurt Busch.
An inaugural member of the NASCAR Hall of Fame, the King, Richard Petty.
Richard looks the same as he did 20 years ago.
He is a NASCAR Hall of Famer.
That hair dye's working wonders for you, Richard. That's a good dye job.
Rusty Wallace. He captured
Rusty's put on some weight.
Series championship
There's
and
Bobby
has
Labonte.
51 Cup Series victories. A member of the NASCAR Hall of Fame, Bobby Labonte.
And the two-point conversion is good. The Vikings have tied the Falcons at 21
He had wins
with a
in
big
19
comeback.
of his 22 seasons as a Cup regular. The 2004
Because
Cup
Arthur
Series
Smith is a
champion.
mediocre head coach who I want to have fucking fired into the sun.
And representing NASCAR's bright future, 4 youth racers from across the country. 8-year-old Braxton Bush is a third-generation racer. In 2023 alone, he has amassed an impressive 30 wins. 7-year-old Easton Kembensi is a current driver.
Where's
in the
Keelan
Cup
Harvick?
Series from Tucson, Arizona. Giselle Hicks is a 9-year-old, fourth-generation racer, eager to carry on the legacy of her family's team, the Wood Brothers Racing.
That's great.
Grayson Walcott is a fast-rising go-kart racer from Chicago. He even made his debut as a junior sports commentator this summer at NASCAR Chicago Street Race events. And now, here to give the command for the championship race, our Diamond Anniversary dignitaries and representing NASCAR's premier partners. From Anheuser-Busch, Senior Brand Manager for Busch Light, Christina Danko. From Coca-Cola, Senior Manager of Motorsports Marketing, Al Rondon. And from Xfinity, Comcast Senior Manager of Brand Partnerships, Sarah Hale.
Driver! Start your engines!
What a massive day for our sport. We're crowning a champion today. Many of the legends are here. Also Carter's, Rick Hendrick, Joe Gibbs, Roger Penske. They all have championships. But this will be a game changer, a life changer today. For one of these guys winning their first one, Kyle Larson looking to be a most
Oh, did the Vikings get another turnover? Yeah, they sure did. Falcons turned it right over. Looks like Heineke threw an interception. That's what happens when you don't have a quarterback. He's better than Desmond Ridder, but he's still not a franchise quarterback. And yeah, he's been trying to throw an interception all day, and he finally threw one, so. Ozzy, what are you doing?
Well, the concept may be simple, but the execution is anything but. The Champ 4 driver that finishes in front of the other three is the champion. Now, these four drivers are the best of the best, from Kyle Larson, who's arguably the greatest race car driver in the world today, to the youngest title contender at just 25 years old, and William Byron, who is the winningest driver this season. Christopher Bell and Ryan Blaney join Byron in their search for that life-changing first championship. And Steve, let's dial up the pole winner in William Byron.
He's on the pole, the best starting spot. Let's see if we can get a hold of him. Hey, William, it's the NBC booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, Steve, I got you. What's up?
Well, buddy, 36 weeks, 6 wins have positioned you here in the championship race. What are the nerves, the confidence, the mindset rolling off here behind the wheel?
Yeah, I'm just really confident in our race team. We've got a great race team.
Oh, all the pomp and circumstance. I'm just ready to get on with this. How y'all doing? I don't know why I ask. Nobody ever talks anymore in these streams.
I'm excited just to get out there and race and do our thing.
Makes me question my future moving forward here.
It's a very difficult 1-mile racetrack with challenges.
But I'll be dumb enough to stream this shit again in February.
Yeah, it's tough. You know, it's kind of an intermediate short track, I guess. But, yeah, you got two different ends and got a lot of...
You know, I used to hate being at races and not being able to stream, but when I was at Martinsville last week, I'm like, well, at least I don't have to talk to myself. I can just sit here and watch the race because you can't talk to anybody at a race anyway. It's too loud.
Well, we appreciate you taking the time. You've had an amazing season. I know the fans appreciate it. Good luck today.
Yeah, it's important. Thanks to all the fans for watching. Thanks to you guys for all the work all year.
Well, William Byron has the best look out the
My
windshield.
Fox app's doing me a favor and trying to crash, so I can't even glance at the shitty Falcons.
This moment has been amazing. The 25-year-old only started racing 11 years ago, and since then has amassed 22 wins.
Why is it so hot in here?
But none could
Let
mean as
Kurt
much
back
as
get some
today.
air
Today
going in
represents
this
not only
bitch.
a chance at a championship, but to complete a meteoric rise to the highest honor in American motorsports. He can remove himself from that full potential category and cement himself as one of the youngest champions in NASCAR Cup Series history. We'll see if the 2014 can get it done, Marty.
Well, Parker, when it came to car selection for his teammate Kyle Larson in the 5 team for the championship race,
Excuse me.
Daniels told me that was an easy decision. They brought the car that started the playoffs with a win at Darlington. Then it almost won Texas, and it did make it to victory lane at Las Vegas. I said to Cliff Daniels Friday, that's a pretty good car. He said,
Brought a mile-and-a-half car to Phoenix. Man, this new car is weird.
hoping the best horse in their stable takes them to their
qualifying effort from Bubba Wallace there. He qualified 5th. Oh, imagine if he could have just made it this far.
A year ago that he won his way to the championship with walk-off wins. Wins when it was the only option for him to do. And he believes that that is part of his mindset that helps him in situations like this. Today, not so much that, Kim, but just a strong race for the championship.
Well, Dave, you look at row 8, you see Ryan Blaney. He qualified in the 15th position, the lowest of the championship 4. And when I talked with Ryan after his qualifying effort, he was a little miffed.
He qualified 15th, and Bell qualified 13th. Qualifying's not been good for Blaney, but man, he's really good here at Phoenix.
The fastest 15-lap average in practice. They feel confident about their race speed and this track. Ryan has finished runner-up in the last 2 Phoenix races.
Well, that's where the championship 4 drivers will start. You see the other names on that list as far as the starting grid. The Toyota Tundra Hybrid 1794 edition holds what all the championship 4 drivers are chasing.
It'd be funny if that shit just fell off the back of the truck. They're carrying the championship trophy around like it's the Pope. That'd be so funny if that shit fell.
Steve, all right, as the field is making their way onto pit road to check their pit road speed, as a crew chief, what are you looking for on championship day?
Well, when I talked to my driver earlier before he got in that last
Zoom that camera in. We're just getting a preview for when this shit goes back to Fox in February.
The same on pit road. I'm climbing off the pit box one more time, walking around, talking to each one of my crew members, personally, direct. Because in the end, they have to find a way to do it on their own. You can only do so much from on top of the pit box. You can communicate, you can plan, but these are all of those early mornings in the gym, all the early mornings in pit practice, all the late nights in the engineering room. This is when it all gets stacked together.
What's that grandstand on top of the suite at start-finish line? Those look like they'd be pretty sweet seats there. You're on top of the fucking suites. Stage 1's only 60 laps. That's fucking weird.
Yeah, really a sprint. The first stage doesn't require a pit stop, only 60 laps long. The second stage at 125 laps, they will need a pit stop. Final stage 127 laps, fuel window 90 to 94 laps. These Goodyear tires have good grip. They hold on pretty well, but new tires.
Why did they change the stage length?
A lot of options.
And for the championship 4 at the stage end during the regular season, they were worried about getting those stage points. The top 10 get them at the end of each stage. Here it doesn't matter. Again, it is as simple as whichever championship 4 driver finishes in front of the other 3, they have won the championship. But again, the 9 previous years, the champion has had to win this race to win that title.
And while there's a sentimental,
And when it looked like they weren't going to have to win the race, NASCAR would manufacture some cautions to make sure that didn't happen. Larson was going to win Homestead in 2015 and got fucked by a caution.
To be the best, that's why they're in this situation. I think they are raced with a little more respect, and I think that makes it a little bit easier. But this moment for Kevin Harvick has to be emotional. What he's done.
All 4 of our championship drivers have done a good job this year not pissing people off. I think Larson's the only one that might have made some people mad, but ain't nobody going to do nothing on Championship Sunday and face the wrath of NASCAR. The punishment would be so extreme for a non-championship driver to do something to a championship driver.
Definitely, Rick. And you guys talked about the first pit stall, the advantage there. This 24 team told me it's worth a couple tenths of speed to be in that first pit stall, but also in their pocket, that 24 pit crew, the fastest pit crew in 4-tire stops in the 2023 season here.
I know I said all week Blaney, but my original pick at the start of the playoffs was Byron, so I think it's definitely Byron's championship to lose with that pit selection, that pit crew on the pole. It's Byron's race to lose. Now, are Larson and Byron going to do the junior motorsports and fuck each other over?
Earlier this season, the crew for Christopher Bell was #1 on pit road. That's why they were switched from a teammate that was not in the playoffs to Christopher Bell's race car. It has been less than 100% smooth since they got here, but they represent several sports backgrounds: football, baseball, basketball, and motocross. They know when it's game day. Today, they're going to bring it. Kim?
Well, Dave, for Ryan Blaney's crew, I asked them what was their approach to this week preparing for this championship race, and they told me if you're going to win a championship, you have to be pitting like to win a championship each and every week of the playoffs. They feel like they've done that over the course of these 10 races. Specifically last week, they said nothing is going to be harder than
The Falcons almost fumbled again.
It's the last race for Kevin.
They just called a Desmond Ridder play for Taylor Heineke. Or did he fumble again?
Keelan and Piper saying, Dad, good luck on your last race.
Well, we're coming to the green for this race.
Champion of 2023 will be William Byron, Mark Truex Jr. Green flag is in the air.
Green. 312 laps to go in the season. At this mid-as-fuck racetrack. See if Kevin Harvick has anything for the championship for today.
Second is on. Harvick on the inside. Mark
Harvick winning his final race would be appropriate. That'd be kind of cool to see. Even if a championship driver doesn't win the race, I'd like to see Harvick win his last race. Larson 3 wide on the apron. Fell to fourth. He's trying to pass for second. Ooh, pushed up the track a little bit there. Not a lot of grip. I think the grip level is significantly lower than it was last year. There's a lot of factors that are playing into that. These cars are still pretty grippy. But, yeah. A lot less downforce and a different tire this time.
It's door to door for second. Larson trying to take it away from Harvick. Harvick holding on to it right now.
Harvick's like, fuck y'all. I should have won here in the spring. I passed both of you at the end of the race. There was a late caution. I got fucked. This place kind of owes Harvick one after the spring race.
Blaney back here in traffic. This is what he has to deal with.
Blaney's not going anywhere, and neither is Bell. They're 13th and 16th.
Right in front. These are the two cars that I thought actually had the smoothest practice, but come qualifying time, they struggled the most. That's easy to recover as long as you're a little bit fortunate. You don't want one of these cars around you to have an issue.
Just in a heap of traffic.
Just behind the 99 of Daniel Suarez. His teammate back there, Logano, trying to give him a little bit of room here to work. There you see Christopher Bell on the inside of Daniel down in the corner.
Logano playing like a trapeze spotter back there, just making sure if anybody gets close, he can help protect.
Roles reversed from last year, right? Last year, Logano was racing for the championship, and Blaney played that role.
Now, let's see if Logano cuts Blaney any breaks today. Surely he will.
Multiple lines around this racetrack, and they're being searched out early.
Blaney had a similar starting
My
position
God,
last
Kyle
week at
Pitts.
Martinsville, and over the
Having a
course
big
of the
game
first
today,
few
if you can believe that.
Once this sort of settles out, this battle between Christopher Bell and the 99, I'm curious to see what the 12 can do.
Still door to door. As Bell
Shut up,
tries to
Uber, I'm at home.
99, but can't do it. Now
I'm getting
Blaney.
Uber notifications in my own house.
Christopher's clear. Will he drive up for the 99? He does.
Not going to New York for almost a month.
Now Suarez looks to the inside of Bell.
All these drivers going to run so many different lines. You see Bell sort of in the middle of the two cars in front of him, trying to find clean air for the nose of that car. Here he tries to run just slightly lower than the 17 in front of him. This racetrack provides so many lines for these drivers to be able to find that clean air and keep those cars working.
On lap 7, we're already seeing drivers on the apron as well as
7 laps in, it looks a lot like Phoenix. Blaney and Bell aren't going anywhere, and the field's getting really strung out.
Toyota onboard of Christopher Bell giving us this view.
Even though it is
Bell's behind Kyle Busch and Chris Buescher with nowhere to go.
to make the pass on the inside. We watched in the Xfinity race last night, a lot of cars running side by side and trying to make passes. They were hard to make. So as the drivers on the outside line learn more about the outside line, learn more about it.
Truex went from 2nd to 6th.
River down out there, I expect it to be even more difficult to make the passes. on the
Larson and
inside.
Harvick have good cars.
Here Christopher Bell tries to get by Kyle Busch. Take that spot away.
And you see the 41 of Priest jump to the outside of the 17 there.
God, the Falcons are so lousy.
As this race goes on, drivers trying to get on the right rear quarter pound. And he's going to probably complete.
They've been absolutely dominated by the Vikings defense. The only reason the Falcons have any points is because of their own defense.
And can't get down in front of that 17 of Buescher. But now,
But he'll be able to carry momentum on corner extras, Rick. That's really the advantage in running the top lane, is that it's not about corner entry speed. It's about the speed you can carry through the middle and exit, and that's why
10 laps in, the reality is really setting in that the championship race is at shitty Phoenix.
alongside Blaney,
Because I am bored already.
front straightaway, carry a little more speed. It makes Blaney have to actually overdrive the corner, try to slide up in front of Busch. That's exactly what he did.
Blaney able to clear. Busch there. And again, just in front of him is Christopher Bell. Made the comment earlier to us that just...
Whoa, Busher. See how loose Busher got there?
Yeah, the challenge of reaching the championship four is a race in itself. To be able to execute 3 rounds of the playoffs, which are 3 races at a time, and then have the big reset where, you know, if you don't have the regular season that you need, you go back below the cutoff line. So
Bell up to 12th. He's picked up a spot.
in its own
Well, him and Busher are still side by side. So.
trying to make the final four.
And he's made it back-to-back years. He was here a year ago and wasn't able to close out the deal as Logano was able to win the championship last year. Dave.
Rick, in the pre-race, you guys talked about how the cars seem to be the best in practice, but not, or one of the best in practice, but not that great in qualifying. Adam Stevens was not concerned about that qualifying run because the practice was, in fact, so good. He said, we didn't change a spring on that car. That is the same 4 springs we had back at the shop.
Yeah, it's definitely Phoenix, y'all.
We thought would work well. So no concerns right now. Bell just radioed just a little.
For the record, I thought the championship race being at Phoenix was a bad idea before this car.
14 laps into this race.
I remember when they announced it, I was sitting in the airport. I can't remember which trip I was on, but I was in the airport. And, oh, next year's schedule, Phoenix championship race. I was like, what the fuck? So what are y'all smoking?
Bell hugging that yellow line right next to the apron. Still can't clear that 17 of Busch.
Can't go nowhere. Bell and Blaney are running right where they qualified. And Byron and Larson are running right where they qualified.
Blaney just a spot behind him. The other 2 Champ 4 drivers are up front. Byron running in the number 1 spot with Harvick running.
Take all the commercial breaks you want till stage 3.
In third. William Byron leading the first laps here in this championship race at Phoenix Raceway.
God. Phoenix is so fucking lame. So when Ty Gibbs makes the Final Four next year. I just ripped Arthur Smith a new asshole on Facebook, and my Facebook likes are blowing up. Oh, we're back. There's a race going on. Not that you can tell because we're at Phoenix, so it kind of just looks like everybody out riding around. Byron's got a second lead. Larson's 3.5 seconds back. Blaney and Bell have not moved since the start of the race, really. Well, Blaney gained a spot. And we know the Championship 4 cars are cheated up. They are every year. So the fact that Bell and Blaney can't go anywhere is concerning. Chastain passed Denny Hamlin. Wow. Chastain was in the Final Four last year. Kind of made it interesting for a minute last year. Really, it was Chase Elliott's fault what happened. But don't tell his fucking retard fans that. Good to see Eric Jones in the top 10. Eric Jones and Chastain being top 10 is pretty cool.
Obviously, they came in this year hoping to be able to be in this championship race, but Denny Hamlin has the speed to get it done. That's a bad luck power steering issue that really cost him. He ran well enough just to not have a clean last segment of these playoffs, and this guy right here also.
The Star Wars paint schemes on the 2311 cars are nice. I think I like Reddick's the best.
And their disappointment is real for not being in this championship.
Star Wars paint schemes in NASCAR go way back, don't they? Back to the prequel era. I like Star Wars. Do you like Star Wars? I like Star Wars. I might play some Star Wars tonight. I ain't played Jedi Survivor in a while.
Already past the 54 Ty Gibbs. You see the other championship contenders behind him there. But this 17 moving forward, running some really good lap time. A couple kids faster than the cars around him.
Steve, Chris Buescher really threw a manufacturer on his back this year. I know there was a lot of question if Ford could get out there and win races. Well, all of a sudden, Chris Buescher...
Well, Chris Buescher had a great year, and then Blaney came alive. So Ford's coming back. Ford's on the come up with Buescher and Blaney right now. Logano, I'm confident he'll bounce back next year. And Keselowski's going to get on a roll, I think. Keselowski's going to win some more races. Brad has been really strong lately. God, Michigan feels like it was forever ago. I remember watching that race. You know, Daytona feels like it was forever ago, the summer Daytona race. Great season for Buescher. I'm happy for him. Good to see good things happen to good people and clean racers be rewarded.
Introduce a boy into their family yesterday. As a matter of fact, Brad Keselowski flew back home to the Charlotte, North Carolina area. Wasn't there for qualifying here yesterday, but was there for the birth of his son, and now is back behind the wheel of the 6 car today.
B-Rad had to start in the back because he didn't qualify the car.
He got here about 11 o'clock this morning, making sure that everything was good to go for him in the race car. Cole Custer actually qualified in the 31st, and the team told me that was just fine. We just need to make sure everything was okay. Brad just radioed the crew. Car is very good. You might have a fun day out here the new day.
And Dave, remember when you talk about Cole Custer, you have to refer to him as Xfinity Series champion.
Bell up to 12th and just sitting there. 13 seconds off the leader. Good God, if this stage actually went 100 laps, he'd probably get lapped.
William Byron still out front. He has a 1.2-second lead now, Parker.
Right, Rick, and he and Kevin Harvick have been trading fastest laps back and forth, but Williams' team asked him before this race to give them reads on the race car. Sometimes he can go silent. They said we need a lot of reads, and just a couple laps ago, he had this to say on the radio.
Entry to 1, but pretty good everywhere, I think. Climbing with the rears, not really loose, more climbing. The forwards moved up in 1 and 2, just moved up full send.
And that sliminess has developed into being free on the entry and free on the exit. The team continues to update him on the line that Harvick's been running on the higher side as he tries to drive away from that 4 car right now, Marty.
Kevin Harvick in second right now, Parker, and his final full-time Cup Series start.
Yeah, I don't think Harvick's outright retiring. You'll see him around. I doubt you see him in a Cup car, but Xfinity and the Cars Tour, I think you'll see a lot of Kevin Harvick. guess despite the fact that the Championship 4 looks like it's going to be pretty dull, I'll just focus my attention on following Kevin Harvick's race.
Dreaming to be able to drive a race car, and you had the unbelievable opportunity to do it. And it's hard to imagine a life without it. And as you get closer, the reality of that starts stepping up into your brain. Like, what am I going to do next? What hole is going to be left inside of me when I don't have this anymore? And it is a scary situation for a race car driver, especially someone like Kevin Harvick that has put so much into it.
Yeah, it's definitely emotional, but I'll tell you right now, 32 laps into the race, he's thinking about being a race car driver. He sees that he's competitive to this 24. He's matching lap times with the
He's
leaders.
better than most of the Championship 4, and he can see the leader in front of him. So, yeah, Harvick's
In a season where they
zoned in right now.
confident about, he is gaining confidence in this race car, and will start to consider, like, what really could happen today. This might be a race where they could go out there and contend for the win. At the very least, continue that streak of 20 record straight top 10s at this racetrack.
This is Harvick's track.
Yeah, Cup record of 20 straight, man. That is hard to imagine.
And Hunt Brothers Pizza has been with him for a lot of those years where he's finished in that top 10 position. William
Byron
Byron
Harvick, Larson, Bubba Truex. Bell up to 11th. He passed another one. Blaney up to 13th. He passed a car. Look at that. 33 laps in. They're actually starting to gain a little bit. Ozzy. Thank God the Packers are blowing out the Rams. That's got to feel good. The Stafford-less Rams. Of course, the Falcons get called for a false start on a 3rd and 3. Horrible. Just fucking horrible. Meow. Meow. Run it, Heineke. First down. At the very least, in field goal range to hopefully tie this thing up if we don't outright score here. 5 minutes to go. Heineke's still better than Desmond Ritter. I'm just glad they made the change. Gives us a much better chance. Arthur Smith still sucks, though. He had the worst head coach's challenge I've ever seen in 20-plus years of watching football earlier in this game.
Cup Series Championship is brought to you by
Championship race. Nothing's happening. Christopher Bell, top 10. Up to 10th. They're really starting to make some ground here. That's all they can do is pick them off one at a time. Hey.
The sold-out crowd here at Phoenix Raceway. There are 10,000 camping stalls and spots. Those were filled up on Monday.
Chastain and Truex. Move Chastain into the top 5. Chastain, Trackhouse is starting to become a lot like Penske. Fire off good at the start of the race and then be nowhere to be seen in the 3rd stage. So we'll see how Chastain fares as the day goes on. Like I said, Bell just cracked the top 10. Bubba Wallace passed Kyle Larson. Wow.
For 3rd position. Let's take a look at that replay. I saw the lap time on the 5. Very, very slow. Here he is way up the
Falcons
racetrack.
convert another 3rd down. They're in the red zone.
To the inside down the front straightaway. Bubba Wallace had good
2. 5 car still at the top of the racetrack. Bubba's going to clear him right here. So I'm wondering if the balance, the 5 car of Larson was the only driver that we really ever heard comment about the balance of his race car in practice. And so I wonder how this 5 car is driving and if Larson wants some improvements, Marty.
So Dale Jr., he was concerned about the car being too free. It is too free here in the race as well.
Larson says his car is too free.
In fact, a moment ago he said, I just have absolutely no grip. And Steve, the quote from
Tyler Algier got the Falcons first and goal.
in turns 3 and 4, we'll have an adjustment for that. Turning right in a left-hand corner. Not
Do me a favor, run that clock down as far as you can.
Definitely changed in racing as that Cliff can see it. He's looking at data, real live driver inputs. I think that has changed the dynamic and the relationship of driver crew chief. Now you don't have to ask the driver every single question. Look at the data and then point your questions in the direction of what you see you're being beat by or what you need.
Larson is really fading here. He got passed by Bubba, and now Chastain's passing him.
An eventful year. You mentioned Denny Hamlin and Ross Chastain. Well, Kyle Larson and Ross Chastain as well, all the way back to Darlington. Yeah, the 1 car goes by relatively easy on the bottom, and here's the 19 of Trick as well at the top of the picture. Down the bottom of the picture, trying to close in on the 5.
That sucks. Larson's car's falling off pretty bad. Hey, get the fuck on.
This is a race to lap 312. And you know that the key to winning this race is being in position. And what the game is right now, Steve, is to keep communicating, keep telling your crew chief. He can
Once again, the spread throughout the field of the championship 4 seems so bizarre for the 2nd year in a row. Because last year it was like Logano, zip code of his own, nobody else could touch him. This year it's Byron, nobody else can touch him. The other 3 can barely run top 10. Bell is up to 9th though. Blaney up to 11th. So positive gains here at the very least. Touchdown Falcons! Falcons take the lead with 2:08 to go. And it will be a 4-point lead if we nail this extra point. That's important. The all-important extra point. Ooh, hold on, there's a flag. Let me guess. Doesn't count.
So despite that loose condition, still finding speed on the racetrack. I'm going to throw it to you guys. You get a sense of panic in Blaney's voice.
I'll tell you right now, when you look at this speed, he just ran the second fastest lap on the track.
Blaney's second fastest car on the track. Wow.
But the car drives badly. But I would tell him, look, the laps are competitive.
Personal foul on the Falcons for what?
I know you think you're losing tons of time because of how badly you think the car drives, but you're not. The lap times are good. We'll make the adjustments. Hang in there and finish this out. And I'm attacking the entry first. I don't want, in the most pressure-packed race of your career, you chasing the back of the car every time you enter the corner. Because if Dale, if I get a little better on entry, you're going to have to help me. You're going to have to put the car in the right position.
So the personal foul on the Falcons was after the play, so the touchdown's good.
Right now, it's Byron out in front. Larson's running 5th. Christopher Bell is 9th.
Arthur Smith has made his way to the sideline. Byron, Harvick, Bubba, Chastain, Larson hanging on to 5th. Larson's not going to fall any lower than 6th because Buescher's like 4 seconds behind Truex and Larson. So where the hell's Chase Elliott running? Falcons have to make an extra point here. And Younghoe Koo makes it because he's a monster. 28-24 with 2:08 to go. Defense, I need you just one time. Just one time, defense. Just one time. Just don't give up a touchdown. It's that simple. There's Chase Elliott running with Kyle Busch and Brad Keselowski, who started in the rear. That's never good when you look up and the guy who started dead last is catching you. Doesn't say a lot of good things about your car, Chase. Or Kyle Busch. Hey, Kyle Busch, remember him? Here comes Blaney for a top 10 spot. Drivers are all doing their part here, gaining some spots on track, and hopefully their pit crews can hold up their end. That's more important at a place like this than it is a lot of other racetracks. It can be crippling on a track like Phoenix. Would Phoenix be better if they couldn't cut the dog leg? I don't know. I really don't know. Something tells me giving the cars less options and squeezing them together might make it better. I don't know. Restarts wouldn't be as good. And that's all NASCAR cares about is restarts. That's why we schedule a couple of cautions every race to make sure we get a couple. So we are 1st, 5th, 9th, and 10th with 8 to go in stage 1. Falcons are clinging to a 4-point lead. Can't wait to see how we blow this.
4 drivers fighting for a championship here at
2-minute warning.
Byron, Kyle Larson, Christopher Bell, and Ryan Blaney again. The one that finishes in front of the other 3 will be the champion at the end of this race. And Byron has held his spot up top. Bell and Blaney, they've been moving forward. But Marty Larson, he's the one who's dropped back a couple spots since the start.
Going the other direction. Is the handling any better on the 5 car? Listen in.
No grip, Larson says. Hamlin and Reddick are falling back. Gibbs is falling back.
Way too free for Kyle Larson with temperatures in the 90s, Junior. I don't think that's helping them.
I'm glad we got a hot, slick day for this race. Gives us the best chance at a decent round. We got a fight for lead. It is literally a repeat of the spring race. Harvick is killing these guys on the long run. It's the same thing as the spring race. It's crazy. Nothing's changed.
Kevin Harvick right now, he is coming. He has got the bottom of the racetrack working. William Byron trying to use the top. Everybody is slipping and sliding. Nobody has their car driving the way they want it to be.
Chastain for 3rd. Passing Bubba. We've got comers and goers.
So good his entire career. Places where it gets
Which tells me this tire is a good improvement.
Under 5 laps now, 4 to go in stage 1.
Stage points mean nothing to the championship force, so Byron wants to come down pit road as the leader. I know that.
Harvick has definitely closed the gap. Byron has been putting
Lap car kind of hurt Harvick there off of 2.
to 28th, so Todd Gilliland currently on the lead lap. But William Byron looking very strong, but now, for the first time, Parker under attack.
As he tries to hold off Kevin Harvick here, what you heard about the 5 car is similar to what's happening to William Byron inside that 24. They told him to manage the build for the right rear, but it's continually built looser, and he used the word hovering in the rear as he goes to the corner. That is an uncomfortable feeling for a race car driver trying to lead a race here at Phoenix. That just means that rear end is not in the racetrack the way he wants. He tries to hold off his 4 car to end the stage 1. Got a lot of traffic in front of the leader Byron, and also creeping into this battle for the lead is the 1 car.
Chastain, wow. 3-car battle for the lead. 2 to go in the stage. Stage end will ruin it.
2 laps to go in
If this stage was 75 laps like they had been the last couple times we've been here,
4 laps in his win here. He ran top 5.
we'll see what happens in stage 2. Stage 2 is over 120 laps,
Up is now the 4 gets to
if I'm not mistaken.
for the lead.
Kevin Harvick has just been working the bottom of the racetrack. He makes good time on corner entry. He's able to really roll right here.
The lap car is up in the top groove in front of the 24. That takes away a little grip. In 3 and 4.
1 to go.
Back ahead down the front straightaway.
Now the final lap of stage 1. And Harvick
Again,
hugging that yellow line.
again to the top of the racetrack.
I'm torn. I'm watching Harvick and Byron. I'm looking over at the fucking Falcons game. Nice hold there, Minnesota.
Clears again.
It's Todd Gilliland just in front of the 24. Both go down.
Byron's going to hang on and win stage 1 and get to come down pit road as the leader with Harvick and Chastain on his trail. Right in the tire tracks. Bubba Wallace 4th. Larson holds on to 5th.
Staying right on his back bumper. Bubba Wallace, Kyle Larson in the top 5. Truex Jr., Busher, Eric Jones.
And the Vikings are putting together a drive on the Falcons because, of course, they are. Defense has been solid all day, and they're not going to make a play when it matters most. Wide open. Wide open. First down at the Atlanta 35. Doesn't get any easier than that. Yep. We're about to lose this game to a quarterback who's been on the team for, 3-4 days? Quarterback who's never been good in his fucking life, and he comes in on a new team and beats the Falcons. It's amazing the games the Falcons will lose to crappy teams and crappy quarterbacks. My Fox app is freezing up, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it's trying to unfreeze. As soon as I go to turn it off, it acts like it's going to unfreeze. Why booth review it? He caught it. It's a fucking catch. Wuzzy. Yeah, I'm really going to miss talking to myself on Sunday afternoons. That long review for what was obviously a fucking catch.
The NASCAR Cup Series Championship is brought to you by Pods. Save up to 25% at Pods.com during Pods Holiday Sale. And by Applebee's. Vets and active military.
Falcons are giving the Vikings every chance to win. Wide open, Hawkinson, first down. Oh, no, he dropped it. Barely. He was wide open. What happened here? Whoa, hey now. Who the hell was that?
Yeah, there were two cars on the outside Larson that had been battling for the free pass. J.J. Yaley actually beat Cindric back to the line to be able to get the free pass, and I believe those two were arguing about how they got raced on those final couple of
Cindric's had a rough year. He's racing J.J. Yaley for position and almost hit a championship four driver in the process.
the whole circuit. I mean, look at it. They enter off turn 2. They don't exit until off turn 4. They run.
Packers won a game. The Falcons are in the process of blowing a game. I mean, just give Josh Dobbs all fucking day, guys. That's cool. Falcons are about to lose in embarrassing fashion to a shit team with a shit quarterback. We're up 28-24, but the Vikings are at our 38 with 56 seconds, and they got 2 timeouts. So Falcons defense hasn't been that good in the second half, and my Fox app keeps fucking freezing, and it's pissing me off because this stupid shit always does this, but only on Xbox because Xbox is shit. Imagine being a dumbass who only has Xbox and talks about how great it is. Xbox lost all credibility with their shitty fucking 360 that would quit working after 6-7 months. Well, we got the Vikings on a 4th down, but I can't wait to see how they convert this. Byron, Harvick, Chastain, Larson back up to 4th coming out of the pits. Didn't see the rest of the top 10 because I'm too busy losing my mind over here. Eager for this stupid fucking game to end. Because I've wasted enough energy on being pissed at the Falcons today. And the last couple of minutes of every Falcons game gets dragged out to like an hour-long lesson in pain and suffering and dread. They'll probably score on this play. It's 4th and 7 from our 34. And they'll probably just throw it deep and fucking score here. And we miss another sack. Yep, first down. Another miss. And he's still going, down to the 10, down to the 9. Yep, 1st and goal, Minnesota Vikings, because the Falcons can't tackle a quarterback. They have missed like 8 fucking sacks on him today. They just keep missing him. He was dead to rights here, and you can't get him down. It's fucking Josh Dobbs. This dude is a fucking bum. And you're getting fucking embarrassed by a scrub-ass third-string tier quarterback who just got to this team a couple days ago, and you're getting fucking embarrassed by him. Arthur Smith's Falcons, ladies and gentlemen. Embarrassed by a fucking scrub just like they were with Washington a couple weeks ago. Fucking embarrassing to be this fucking bad in a clutch situation against a bad quarterback and a bad fucking team. 34 seconds. They still got plenty of time. Can't even get excited that the defender just made a great play to break that up. They still got plenty of time. They're fucking 12 yards away from beating us with 34 seconds and still have 2 timeouts. Pretty fucking pathetic to even let them get this close. But don't worry, guys. Arthur Smith's going to get it turned around. Oh, my God. Strip him. Vikings call timeout. 3rd down. They're at our 6. They still got another timeout in their pocket. They got this. When you have 4 downs in this situation, you will score eventually. Especially when you're playing a team that can't even get your quarterback on the ground, no matter how many times they get to him.
Lineup throughout the race. It allows you to adjust your picks until the end of stage 2. Visit NASCAR.com/fantasy, or you can select the fantasy icon on the mobile app leaderboard to make in-race changes. Well, we're very lucky to have Parker Kligerman as a part of our broadcast team because just yesterday, Parker, you were out here on this racetrack fighting
field turf in the dog leg at Phoenix.
Yes, Rick, and one of the things you will see on each and every restart here at Phoenix is these
Put field turf in the dog leg. Dobbs is going to run it in and score himself here on the next 2 plays. Touchdown, wide open. Vikings win. Unbelievable. That's fucking embarrassing. Falcons are a fucking embarrassment. Unreal, they just lost that game. They got 22 seconds and 2 timeouts, but they're not going to tie this game up. What are they going to do, go to overtime and lose? You can't touch their quarterback. You can't get him on the fucking ground, so what's the fucking point?
Interesting mix here on the front row. You have Kevin Harvick, who was the 2014 champion, alongside a 25-year-old.
We just lost to a fucking scrub like Josh Dobbs.
Harvick with 9 wins on this race.
Dude is a fucking scrub. That's why he'll never, ever be a franchise quarterback. But, hey, he beat us. That's how bad the Falcons are. I'm done with this team for this season. They're fucked. Doesn't matter how bad their division is. They can't win it anyway. They couldn't win it last year, and the division was just as bad. I wish Arthur Smith would fucking kill himself and do me a favor. Oh, yeah, look at your stupid little play sheet like you're going to do anything, like you're going to ring up anything here to help us with 22 seconds left. I hope Arthur Smith dies in a fucking car crash. I am so fucking done with this shit. Lost to fucking Jada Pinkett Smith over there at quarterback because our head coach is a dumb fuck. Not fit to manage a fucking Dollar General, but he gets to be a head coach of an NFL team and underachieve every year, but keep having people blow smoke up his ass and talk about, oh, he's turning them around. Oh, Artie Smith, he's a genius. Yeah. He's really turning us around, ain't he? Instead of winning 4 games a year now, we win 6 or 7. Okay. What a big fucking improvement, guys. Went from a 6-win team to a 7-win team. Ooh. Artie Smith, Coach of the Year. Every stupid motherfucker that ever believed in this dumb fucking piece of shit should be fucking embarrassed. Anybody that's ever defended this guy should be fucking embarrassed.
How hard do you race them? Probably not too early at this stage in the race. That may change later.
You're a fucking idiot if you actually thought for one goddamn second that he was going to be a good head coach. Yeah, throw it short there. You know, we need chunk plays, but yeah, throw it short. We're stuck without a fucking quarterback.
Truex on the inside of the 17.
And an even worse head coach.
A little wiggle out of Christopher Bell here.
It gets really tight off of turn 2.
And I can't wait for him to get up in the media center and talk down to everybody that points out every stupid fucking thing he's done since becoming the head coach of this team and wasting everybody's goddamn time, wasting the prime years of great players because he's a dumb motherfucker. Why don't you trade for why didn't you trade for Ryan Tannehill while you were hot, you fucking dumbass? Well, yeah, buddy.
No comment from the very flat line, Christopher Bell. He is just still in the gas, as you can see. And one of the reasons why he wanted to make that aggressive move at the 17 was how long it took to pass Chris Buescher in stage 1. I mean, it was laps before he got...
So it's the second year in a row of the Final Four all sucking except for one car, right? It's hard to say if Bell and Blaney suck. They just haven't been close enough to Byron. But as long as Byron holds that lead and has that first pit stall, and his pit crew doesn't fuck it up for him, it's over. Because Phoenix is a bad racetrack. Phoenix is a lousy fucking racetrack. Throw it short again. We've only got 5 seconds left. Yeah, throw it short again. Arthur Smith should be working at a fucking Waffle House or sucking dick on the fucking corner for fucking money. That's what he should be doing. He should be taking it in the fucking ass for money behind gas stations. That's the one occupation he'd be good at. Then again, unless if he fucks anything like he coaches, maybe he shouldn't do that either.
Kim, how about Blaney running in 5th right now?
Yeah, Blaney cracking the top 5. That was after a great restart, but also a great pit stop. And the captain, Roger Penske, took notice. Take a listen.
Well, you're doing a great job there. Everybody with cars at good time. Good job, John.
Fucking kill yourself. Arthur Smith, if you ever hear this, fucking kill yourself. Resign and then fucking kill yourself. And videotape it for me so I can fucking watch. You worthless piece of shit. Because your shitty team just lost to a fucking scrub and a bad team 2 times in the last 3 weeks now. That's what your team just did, Arthur Smith. Because you're so fucking bad at your job.
The car takes cross out of the car when you put the left front on there. So he's helping the car turn through the middle of the corner. You cannot use the apron in 3 and 4. It's too aggressive of a change. So you won't see the cars use it down there.
You can't even win the worst division in football. Baker Mayfield is a worse quarterback than Taylor Heineke, and his shitty team's probably going to win the division. Derek Carr is fucking mid. They've got a better chance at winning. I wouldn't be surprised if the Panthers ended up with a better record than this fucking scrub-ass team with their shitty coach. Because if you can't beat Josh fucking Dobbs and a tanking shit team like the Vikings, what fucking hope do you have?
It's hard to find. It's hard to find everything kind of in motion together, and everything going your way.
And people defended this motherfucker coming into the season. That's what I can't get over. I cannot get over how many people were defending Arthur Smith.
I think peaking at the right time is really important.
Show me one fucking thing. Show me one level of improvement. You literally fucking can't.
Teams peak at the right time, end up winning titles.
Ryan Blaney won 1 week ago at Martinsville to lock himself into this championship 4, so he has the momentum.
He has the momentum on the top of that racetrack, too.
Larson's in trouble here.
The last couple of corners, the top has been really good as he closes in on the 5.
This race really isn't even worth talking about because it's fucking Phoenix.
He sticks to the bottom of the racetrack. Blaney still to the top. Here comes the 20 as Christopher Bell closing in on the back bumper of that 12. Not quite as a good corner there for the 12 to
to be able to create momentum and speed down the front straightaway.
And again, you see the championship 4 drivers right there. 3 of them, Larson, Blaney, and Bell, nose to tail as they're running 4th, 5th, and 6th here. And Steve, this stage, we're going to see potentially green flag pit stops. They can't go from the start of this stage to the end.
No, I think they're going to split up kind of right in the middle. In the spring, they pit around lap 119, 120. I would expect the same today. And the question is, how do you adjust in your car?
Josh Dobbs is so bad he got cut by the Cardinals. To give you an idea of how fucking retarded this is.
So how is he going to work on his car? You see the worst 2 early in the race, the 12 and the 20. They've made adjustments. The 5 is the one I'm very interested in. They were a little snippy on the radio, a little unsure of what to adjust. They've made a set of adjustments. Now when he looks in his mirror, it's not just 2 cars behind him, but 2 championship 4 cars behind him. That's going to close that vice, Marty. The pressure's going to build for Kyle Larson.
Exits much better for Kyle Larson, Steve, but Cliff Daniels told him, don't overcook the entry into turn 1, and then gave him this advice on the radio.
Some guys are using just a little bit of left front on the apron to turn their cars at 1 and 2. Don't know if that'll help you, just info.
So earlier, Junior Steve talked about all the information available to the crew chiefs. Do you want that much information as a driver?
Absolutely. I want to know where everybody's running and how they're making speed. And this track has so many, it's a variety of ways to go through the corner here, particularly down here in 1 and 2. So tell me, are they using a little bit of apron? Are they putting all 4 tires on the apron? Are they running the fence? Are they running the high side, such as this 12 car here, Blaney, who's trying to make the pass? Let me know where they're making time. I'll go try it. I'll go try and see if I can make my car work.
Wow, the battle for second in the championship 4 is really intense right now. By the way, William Byron is like 4 seconds ahead of all the other 3.
That puts him over 1,000 laps left this season.
Hey, they're playing Alice Cooper. Oh, wait, are we not allowed to like him anymore? Because he might have a different fucking political view than certain people? I don't know. I can't keep up with it. Well, I've acquired food. Maybe if I get lucky, I'll fucking choke to death on the food I'm eating and never have to watch another Arthur Smith Falcons game ever again. That'd be nice. I'd also be spared ever having to watch another fucking championship race at Phoenix. But I think I'd just rather miss out on the Arthur Smith-led Falcons. All right, little Fox app. A game with 2 actual NFL teams is about to come on, so please work for me.
The Michigan State Spartans at the Horseshoe. Big Ten football on NBC and Peacock. Here comes Saturday night. It's Sunday afternoon racing and the championship race in front of us as we see William Byron out in front, but it's been tight between Larson, Bell, and Blaney. They have been running 4th, 5th, and 6th since the second stage started.
Blaney's lost a little bit of ground to these 2, but now Bell's trying to get around the 5 of Larson. He's having to use the bottom of the race.
This is the, let me think,
He's learned a little bit by watching these 2. He's going to the
4th year of the championship race at Phoenix. Name one dramatic moment.
But he's getting a hassle from the 20 car.
Watch the strength of the 20 car.
Oh, wait, you can't.
Watch out where he gains ground.
It's fucking
right
Phoenix.
in the middle of the corner. He's able to really get his car to turn. And now
fourth away from Larson, not able to complete.
Kevin Harvick going for the lead.
We're seeing it heat up front. Here comes Harvick.
Harvick has the car today. And the longer run is better for him. And this stage could go over 100 laps. Oh my God, a green flag pass. Remember I told you all week, I said the Final Four will be the only competitive cars, but Harvick will have a great car too? I read the script, I'm sorry. I read the script.
The 5, the 20, the 12, but we've led every lap, 92 laps. Let's settle in behind the 4. I think he's a little better. The 1 might even be a little better than
Byron will win the championship comfortably with a second place finish because he deserves it, and Harvick will get to win the race, and happy ending.
Hey, the last time Harvick finished outside the top 10, none of the Champ 4 drivers had even started a cup race. So if you want to follow someone that knows how to get around here, there's your guy.
Yeah, 20 straight top 10 finishes for Kevin Harvick as now he is leading.
I really shouldn't be eating this. Yeah, I'm kind of hungry, but I always eat way too much. Again, Arthur Smith makes me depressed and makes me want to fucking gorge myself to fucking death. Watching Cowboys Eagles. They're 3 wide for second in the championship. Ryan Blaney just passed Bell and Larson. Whoa, Bell's loose. What a move by Blaney.
Shot out of a rocket here. It's unbelievable what he just did. He went from being about a second behind these two to going right by him 3 wide, and so Blaney now has the advantage over the other two.
Yeah, he sat back there and watched this 20 and his 5 battle.
I was pretty confident if Blaney could overcome starting outside the top 10, he'd be the biggest threat to William Byron.
Now the 17 of Chris Buescher is closed in, taking another position away from the 5 of Larson. Larson just a little bit off today, just a little bit struggle in the balance of this race car. Can they make the adjustments on pit road to help this 5 out?
So Buescher has made his way up to the 6th spot, and now Blaney looks like one of the fastest cars on the racetrack, Kim.
Yeah, Blaney able to make passes, and he had a little bit of motivation. He lost his spot before he was able to get past those guys. Listen to what he said on the radio.
Who was Blaney talking about?
They did tell Blaney to calm down. We talked about Ryan Blaney having a short fuse.
He said somebody was a blocking motherfucker.
Against you. Sometimes, again, it's motivation, perhaps motivation in this case.
This may have been what he was
Oh, he's talking about Larson, yeah.
The frustration.
Well, what do you want Larson to do? He can't lay over. You know how it is here at Phoenix. You manage to make a pass on somebody, they'll never pass you again.
Nothing unusual about that whatsoever. But the drivers have learned the skill of putting their car where others want to go. Take their line away from them. Take the air away from them. They call it air blocking, and that's what he was upset about.
Yeah, the cars depend on so much downforce underneath in the underbody area. So when you drive across the nose of a car, it just takes away tons of downforce all at once. So it is a defense tactic to try to keep a car behind you.
It's part of the racing. Larson did nothing wrong, and Blaney wasn't wrong to be pissed about it. Larson's getting worse this run somehow. They didn't make Larson's car better at all. And yeah, they're 3rd, 4th, and 5th. So yeah, the championship 4 are now close together.
What I love about this race, Steve, is that we have a situation where you can take off fast with your race car, have a ton of speed. It might cost you later in the long run. We have cars that have long run speed. We have cars that have short run speed.
Yeah, and now the question is, how's the race going to fall, and what do you want to have? How are you going to
Kind of hope it stays green just to see who comes and who goes, who fades on the long run. We were starting to get into that at the end of the first stage.
Strength of the 12 was the long run, and we finished with an extended 160-lap run at Martinsville, and Blaney made them pay. The question is, what will we have today as we see Bell still kind of stuck behind this?
I know you can't. Look, my money's on a long run to end the race. Recent history tells me long run. Spring race was an aberration or an anomaly.
You like the adjustment he had to say? About 14 or 15 laps for a pit stop. We see Blaney, that long run car is now easily closed in on the back of William Byron. I don't think William Byron has much to defend with here.
So trying to take the top spot of the championship four as we look on from the Advanced Auto Parts onboard of Ryan Blaney. Can Blaney be the first one to move in front of Byron?
Take your time with him.
Roger Penske giving him a little advice.
Well, I don't think he's going to have to take
Blaney for the championship lead. Third place on track.
He can attack the corner. He can power up better from the bottom. Byron's going to run side by side, but I think it's only a matter of time now for the 12 to be able to roll past the 24.
The Eagles just went for it on fourth down at their own 32 in the first quarter, in the first 4 minutes, and got it. Because guess what play they ran?
Remember, William Byron started worse than all of
Nah,
the
Blaney will be nice. That's
championship
his
fours,
brother-in-law.
started 15th after qualifying. And, sorry, Blaney. And
If I was Byron, I'd push hard here. I ain't going to let him pass me.
long run speed the last 2 weeks.
He was, you know, he let Harvick go. He didn't let him go, but he didn't put up much of a fight. He didn't fight Chastain, but he sees another championship car. He's going to pick it up here. He has. But I think Blaney's just too good.
Especially using that high line at this racetrack now. I think the 12's in a great
Yeah,
spot.
Blaney's going to get it here in 3.
Going to drive up the racetrack. Nothing Byron can do about that.
And Byron and that Exalta onboard looks as Blaney has now taken the spot as far as the championship four. Remember, whichever driver finishes
Blaney is the championship leader.
is the champion. Blaney.
But Kevin Harvick's leading the race. I should have had Michael put a bet on Harvick because I knew it was going to happen this way. I sensed it. Ugh. Guess I wasn't as hungry as I thought. Having a hard time finishing my plate. Well, they won't need the tush push this time. They converted on third down. It's sad that my joy of watching the Cowboys fail makes me cheer for the Eagles, and I don't like the Eagles. Be right back. Oh my God. Christopher Bell just blew a right front tire and slammed the wall. He's done. Oh, my God. Oh, wow. Yeah, tire go down.
So we're on board. You could hear it. As soon as he touches the brake pedal, the right
He just lapped Ryan Newman, and a brake rotor blew. Oh, my God.
it is a flat tire. The rotor goes through the wheel. The tire goes down.
Brake rotor.
Christopher Bell has no option.
We've seen this a lot this year on tracks like New Hampshire, Phoenix, St. Louis.
Was the crew chief coming back saying, hey, it's all on you. There's no more
Oh,
cooling
my
available.
God.
And you see right here parts and pieces of the brakes coming off. Heavy damage day over. And then right here,
The implications.
see where that spark is? That's basically contact between
Oh,
the
Jalen
wheel
Hurst just
and
got
the
stripped
caliper.
and then magically recovered his own fumble.
As he's right on the
Wow.
broadcast, we heard him say the brakes are too hot, and then he radioed back to crew chief Adam Stevens, I'm going to need brake help. And that's when Adam told him, I believe that was
Gotta need brake help. Well, need a lot more than that now.
You're going to get the brake ducts are open, and he said it was on him. Unfortunately, it was close after that. The Christopher Bell had the problem with the brake rotor, and they radioed to him that he's done. But right now, just sitting on pit road, they wanted to put a tire on it so he could run away.
I can't imagine what he's thinking as he sits there, right? For the second year in a row, he's made it to the championship.
Pit stops, Harvick, Chastain, Blaney, Byron, and Busher. Larson, sixth.
Way to their pit crew, Kim.
And that run much better.
Well, that's one chance. The Christopher Bell championship shirts can be shipped to Ethiopia now.
Still pretty good. We are definitely moving in the right direction on this car.
Yay, Christopher Bell championship gear.
Kevin Harvick is from the lead here at Phoenix in his final full-time Cup Series starts, and the car was just a little bit too free. They're going to make a small adjustment to tighten him up. Kyle Larson, who fell back to 7th, said his entry was way better. In fact, it was great, he said. It just won't turn the center now. They're going to free up just a little bit, Parker.
After leading 92 laps, William Byron will pick from the position, the bottom right here. He talked about the car just getting super loose on him and losing the speed.
Harvick, Chastain, Larson. No,
Pretty good stop for William Byron.
Larson got beat out by
Gaining a spot, but the first
Busher and Byron.
championship four to be eliminated is going to be Troy.
Wow, they were like really underselling this. I thought they'd be like, "Oh my God, Chris Busher!" And there's like, and Chris Busher's in the wall. He is eliminated. Tough break. We'll be right back. They're not even like hopped about it or nothing. The Eagles are going for another fourth down. The Eagles could kick a field goal here. It is early. It's 4th and 3. They're not snapping the spot. Well, they did. I'll be damned. And they're not going to get it. Oh, he did. He got his feet in. Dallas Goddard. Eat shit, Dallas. Eat shit, Dallas. Somebody tell George Pickens that's how you get your feet down in bounds for a touchdown. Then you wouldn't have to fucking pout and throw a temper tantrum when a teammate scores the game winner. Gainwell, touchdown, Eagles. Damn, they bitched Dallas. 2 fourth downs, one in their own territory. That's how you send a message. Man, that sucks. Just imagine if Denny Hamlin had made this race. He'd still be in the hunt. I'm sure NASCAR's not happy. That sucks to have one of your championship 4 out of the race.
Mechanical failure. Steve, take us through, explain what just happened there with Christopher Bell.
Well, let's take a look at our Toyota virtual car. We have
Same thing that happened to dipshit Noah at Gateway, the brake rotor.
braking setup on the next gen car. You see the brake rotor, you see the red AP caliper. Those are
The green thing.
You can run different paths. The most important thing, these wheels are so big, we've taken the space up with brakes. Very little clearance between the brakes and the wheel itself. How are they cooled? We heard Christopher Bell say, help me with cooling. Well, it's ducts in the front. You can't add tape. Now, the 20, he had no tape. He was wide open according to the crew chief, and what the pictures look like, that feeds air back here to the brakes. So whether you don't have enough cooling, or what I think in Bell's part, you're just using the brakes too much, you actually can get this rotor. It goes from metal to red hot to white hot, and when you clamp it, it grows in diameter and it contacts the caliper, and when that happens, it's literally an explosion. This rotor explodes when he steps on the brake pedal like that. It goes through the wheel, the tire goes down, a flat right front tire for Christopher Bell. Championship hope's over. And you see this car blow the right front tire, and I think that he took the car up the racetrack into the wall. We're watching the steering wheel here. When it blows, he doesn't drive down across the racetrack so that the impact with the wall will be at a massive angle. He actually allows the car to get into the wall as soon as possible to lessen that contact and lessen the impact for the driver. A lot of things we're seeing these drivers do, but great description from Letarte on how that rotor can explode and fly apart. It not only is detrimental to the car where the rotor exploded, but all the cars around it. The parts go through the grills.
Harvick, Chastain, Byron, Buescher, Truex, Larson, Jones, and Blaney. Blaney's the loser on pit road there, because Blaney came down pit road in front of Byron and Larson.
2x2 once again. Harvick and Chastain up front.
You can make it to the end of the stage from here.
Furthest forward of the championship, Moore running in the 4th position now. You see him fighting to the inside here for that second.
Wow, Chastain around the top takes the lead. Four wide. Good God. That's Kyle Busch in the middle of that. About to wreck. Kyle Busch just cut up in front of the 14 and put him into the 41. They didn't wreck, though. Unbelievably, they didn't crash, although they might not be done yet. Kyle Busch said, fuck you, I need to arc to make this corner. Wow. If every race at Phoenix came down to a green-white checkered, it would be a fan favorite.
With Chastain leading, Harvick second, Buescher third, this championship race already has a different feel. You mentioned at the start of the show, Rick, 9 years, the champion has been the winner. And I know this is far from over, but I can't really remember a championship race where they weren't 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3, 4. They really dominated the last sled.
An interesting one of the competitors out early with Christopher Bell and the mechanical.
Your championship leader is fighting for third.
We see Byron trying to get by the 17 of Buescher, trying to get that third spot back. But it's Chastain now leading in front of Harvick by just about a half a second. Mark Truex Jr. in the 19, the regular season champion, eliminated from the playoffs earlier than he was hoping. Wanted to get to the championship 4, but wasn't able to make it out of the round of 8.
Uh-oh, Cowboys have a big kick return. Almost to midfield.
Buescher, Harvick, and Chastain have shown me as they drove through the field that they can pass. They have great short run speed and long run speed. And now that means that your championship contenders are always going to be dealing with dirty air all day long.
That's a bit of an equalizer. I like that one of the championship guys is not out front driving away leading the race. They all have to deal with a little bit of traffic right now.
Into the championship 4, not as lucky this year. Ross Chastain was eliminated in the round of 12. He was able to win this year earlier at his home track in Nashville, at least the team's home track. And now out in front here by half a second over Harvick. Parker.
Right, Rick, and as we see that one-car lead right now, I think we saw the signs of this earlier in the race. At the end of stage 1, he actually was catching Kevin Harvick and William Byron were leading really fast towards the end of that stage. And then stage 2 came on the radio and said the drive off in this car is amazing. He just needs to plant that throttle on the exit.
I don't think anybody picked Bell to win this. I think everybody was Byron or Blaney. And of course, you can't bet against Larson. So Larson had his fans, but
And with the day they're having right now, they
yeah, it was Byron or Blaney all the way for me.
great accomplishment for this one car. And this season to top it
Just
off,
unfortunate that Bill doesn't even get a chance now.
Parker, he put together a really
And not only that, he's the only car out of the race. That's the real tragedy.
laps on his way to that win. But it probably was a little bit of a disappointing year compared to the previous year when he was in victory lane multiple times. Nashville, his first win in 2023, but looking very strong to finish out the season here.
Currently, you heard that battle he was in ninth, currently sitting in ninth. So kind of the front end of that window, that opportunity for Ross Chastain. A lot of financial benefits for Trackhouse. A lot goes along with those points from 5th to 16th.
Justin Martin's Pitbull in the primaries. As far as the Trackhouse, Pitbull just dropped his most recent album that was titled Trackhouse. So conglomeration there of entertainment racing.
We don't care about Pitbull just because Ross Chastain is leading.
Onboard camera of Ryan Blaney.
Is he dating Taylor Swift? Then no, we don't care about him.
Yeah, he's moved his high side here, trying to make something work up here. He's been here before. Behind his 5 car, trying to work his way around. Took his car a while to fire off on long runs. Looks like they've improved the short run slightly here to allow him to attack here on the 5, but also with Byron running 4th, he's a bit limited in being kind of held in position too. Right there in front of Blaney. Blaney can see it. He's wanting to try to gain as much ground as he can as quickly as possible. Look at that. High entry, low exit, driving across the racetrack. So many different ways to run through turns 1 and 2 for these drivers. Way up into the entry of turn 3 here. Just moving all over the place, trying to find speed. Christopher Bell out of the race early, one of our championship 4 contenders. He's got it.
Yep, he's here, Christopher.
Wish Arthur Smith was in the passenger side of that 20 car when he ate shit in the wall with the brake rotor.
You knew it was possibly going to happen.
Well, I mean, that was my first time I've ever exploded a rotor in my career. So, yeah, I was surprised, but, you know, early on in the race, I had a little bit of... And the second run, it just kept getting worse and worse. So, I don't know, just obviously a disappointing way to end, but super, super proud of this 20 team. All of our partners at DeWalt Marine. To be in the Final Four is it's something that we're really proud of.
And there was no sign of it yesterday in practice.
Not from my standpoint in the car, no.
How will you look back at this, Christopher? You're out.
Let it go, Dave. The interview's over.
Yeah, I mean, it stings to not have the shot at the end of it. Obviously, we were all 4 really, really close, and we all 4 showed strengths.
They were all 4 they were close and getting closer. Look at how Byron has faded back here.
I'm impressed. I can't imagine what that interview has to be like to give. He stood there, he answered multiple questions, looked right at the camera. I mean, I know it wasn't his year last year, and once again, disappointment this year. His talent is clear. What he can do behind the wheel, year in and year out, week in and week out. He's got to have his year, and I think treating an interview like that guy says a lot about who he is and his character.
He'll be here again, and he is a
I love how obvious it is. The mandate from NBC is to go fishing. Every driver you interview, drag the interview out.
he'll build on that. It's hard for him to see that.
Keep fishing and see if they bite.
But when he looks back at this in his career, he will recognize that it was part of the growing process, and it'll only make him tougher.
The other championship 4 contenders, Byron again running 4th, Larson is 6th, and Blaney is 7th. You see the yellow line under their name. Those are the 4 drivers still fighting for the title. We look back from Larson's HendrickCars.com onboard camera. We've seen Blaney put the pressure on Larson, and now running different lines, trying to find a way around.
Car's been great. You know, the short run, not fantastic, but able to maintain. You know, if he gets the track position on the other 2 championship contenders, I think he can keep it in a short sprint. How they help this car on the long run? It's not been good the first couple of rounds through tires. Have they made the changes to try to keep this car where it needs to be?
Cindric has a tire down. Oh, he's got more problems. Look how that car's vibrating.
The wheel looks like it's about to come off.
The dude's got a wheel struggling to stay on. Hey, remember when Cindric won the Daytona 500?
Contact with the right rear. Full contact right there.
Just trying real hard. You know, he struggled today. He did not have the speed. It's been a frustrating year. Just trying to make something happen, and back in the car came around, smacked the wall, damage.
Broke the toe link on that car. And he's on pit road to get those repairs. And here's the 19 of Truex trying to get around Byron.
And Byron's hanging on to a top 5 spot. The hell? These non-championship drivers really showed up today. Now Dallas is copying Philly. They're going on 4th down. Tip for tat. I don't blame them. Wide open CeeDee Lamb. 1st and goal. Fifth, 6th, and 7th. That's your championship battle.
And William Byron turned it on lap 3, completing a lap around this 1-mile oval at just over 129 miles per hour on average. Chastain still out in front. Then it's Harvick, Buscher, Truex Jr., and William Byron, the first.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
The youngest of the playoff drivers, Parker.
Yes, Rick, I'd love to give you an update as to what the handling of that 24 car is, but William has been silent on the radio. And Jeff and Dale, I want your opinion on this, because I have this same tendency. You get back in traffic, you get focused on driving that race car, you go silent in there, not talking about it. Rudy Fugel told me he's been asking William to be more communicative in the race car to out.
That's Byron. I'd say, let me the fuck alone. As much as he's fallen off here, I'm surprised he's not talking more.
Trying to get the car around the racetrack, particularly as I'm losing ground and losing positions. I'm going to be trying to move around and find a better line to run. But I know I need to give my crew chief information, but I need him to sort of pry that out of me, ask me what he wants to know.
Did you feel the stare, Jeff? Did you feel the stare? I want to hear what he had to say to that question. Well, when I get my answer, there are a lot of crew chiefs going to stare as well. But I
appreciate you guys hanging out and talking with me now.
I wanted them to work on what I wanted to do.
Worried I was in for another dead stream.
But I can deal with that. I need this right here fixed if you want me to go faster.
The 22 of Joey Logano, last year's champion.
I don't have much hope for Cindric in the future, but he's obviously never going to lose that rod. Joey in the wall a couple laps ago. Wow. The old turn 3. And then Joey hit the wall. My concern with Cindric is that even when Logano and Blaney are a little off, Cindric is way off. And when they're good, he's still way off. There's only one consistent thing at Penske, and that's the 2-car not being very good. They got to figure that shit out. Or get somebody else in there that can drive it. But we know that's not going to happen. Cindric is the next Austin Dillon, potentially. Although I think Cindric has more talent than Austin Dillon, obviously. Chase Elliott running 22nd is weird, despite the year they've had. Doing the Shannon Sharp. I'm watching football with no sound because the only sound I have on is when the race is on. 7-7 Dallas and Philadelphia. Blaney making a pass on Kyle Larson here. Get him closer to that 24 car. They can see that 24. He's right there. And Larson holds him off for now. Get the camera off that lady. Show the hot ones. Oh, wait, we're at a NASCAR race. I'm just kidding. I see hot women at NASCAR races every year. But that woman right there is like the typical female NASCAR fan. They're talking about Blaney's radio. Blaney's got to chill out, man. The 24 ain't good right now. The 5's so-so. You're right there. Yeah, you're better. Larson's getting in the way, but... Blaney's got to feel like he's in a bit of a handicap match. I know Larson wants to beat the 24 and be the champion himself more than anything, but I think at the end of the day, he's going to concede at a certain point late in this race without a yellow. He might have to just concede. Yeah, 24's got it. Let me just fuck Blaney if I can. Get in his way. He's doing a fantastic job practicing for that scenario right now. Blaney backed way off there, got back in the gas to get off of 2 and have a shot. And Blaney's carrying some good speed around the outside.
He's finally going to get there now. He's got great momentum down the front straightaway. In position to finally make this pass happen.
Larson fighting back on the inside.
Blaney has him where he wants him now, though.
Yeah, Blaney made that pass.
Pretty easy. He actually kind of washed up on corner exit, had to lift.
Send it, Larson.
Corner, and he's had 2 bad ones, allowing this 5 to hang around.
Tries it again. Again, Blaney. Probably misheard, maybe not, but 2 of his teammates, Austin Cindric and Logano, both had gotten into the wall.
Logano's in 15th, and Cindric's in the garage, ain't he? And Buscher is passing Harvick for second. We're seeing a lot of coming and going today. Cindric's still on track. He's 12 laps down. Okay. This is a pretty competitive race. Huge improvement over last year.
Buscher now trying to roll that bottom of 3 and 4 and drive up there and catch Chastain and put the battle to get number 1 team.
Winning the championship race but not being in the Final Four has got to be weird. It's kind of like when Bill Elliott won Atlanta in 92 but didn't win the championship. Earnhardt won Atlanta in 95, didn't win the championship. It's kind of weird, you know. I know Earnhardt was visibly disappointed when he won Atlanta in 95. I think 89 stung the world. I think he won Atlanta at the end of 89. I think. but he didn't win the championship because Rusty won it. Let me racing reference that to see if I'm fucking wrong or not. I can't remember. Well, I didn't want to do that. I meant to open another tab. Whoopsie doodle. Let me get my leaderboard back up. Then we'll go racing referencing. Is this actually a good Phoenix horse? So far, it's pretty okay. I got to say, I don't hate what I'm seeing. Early in the race, it looked like, oh, God, more of the same. But now, the longer they run, I think it's a pretty solid race. Championship 4, they're 5th, 6th, and 7th, all dealing with the same problems, being in traffic, you know. So nobody has a big edge on anyone. Until they come down pit road and Byron's got that first pit stall, you know. Who won Atlanta at the end of 89? It was Earnhardt. Yeah, it was Earnhardt. I was right. Wow, Chastain wins this race. Does that mean he's really the next Dale Earnhardt? I'm kidding. Harvick has been good at Phoenix with every aero package, every car, every team, every series. It don't matter. He's the difference maker at Phoenix. Whatever he's driving is going to be competitive.
Into turns 3 and 4, and then all of a sudden you're in the shadows of the suites here at the racetrack.
Yeah, right now that sun's not too bad of a problem, but as it gets lower and lower,
I just think this race is interesting because there are 4 cars better than the Championship 4 right now. We've not seen this in the history of this format. We have like one other car, like, you know, Larson at Homestead a couple times, 2015 and 16. Other than that, it's just always the championship guys up front in the final race. So this is a whole new dynamic we've never seen in Cup under this format. We'll see if it stays that way. We're almost halfway through the race here. Well, actually, we are. We're past halfway now. I just looked up at the lap number. Blaney said he can't pass traffic. Well, welcome to the club. I don't think anybody can. William Byron's not passing in traffic. Keselowski's in the top 10. It's worth noting he started dead last. All you got to do is be better than that 24. Don't worry about the 1, the 4, the 17, or the 19. You just be better than the 24. You know this. Whoa, big play, Cowboys. I've heard rumors that Harvick is going to run a third of the Xfinity Series schedule next year. And a lot of Cars Tour races. I said that. I said, yeah, you're going to see a lot of Harvick next year, just not in a Cup car. Cup is so hard. I just think if you're not there every week, it's harder than ever to come in and compete if you're not there every week. But Xfinity, Cars Tour, things like that, yeah, you can dip in and out. But Cup is so close together. It's just, and there's not any opportunities to be in a great car that's not already taken up with a full-time driver and a charter. So maybe you'll see Harvick in a Cup car. If an SHR driver gets hurt, God forbid, or somebody gets suspended, maybe they'll throw Harvick in. I could see that. Chris Buescher got a problem? He looked really slow there. He looked slow for a second. Maybe it was just my eyes. He's actually catching Chastain, I can see now. They told Truex, 24 is making time on you, and he said, good for him. Yeah, tell that to Shane Van Gisbergen. That's why it was so incredible what he did. It was the perfect storm of circumstances, but to still be able to go out there and do that was insane. That's one of my favorite races this year, the Chicago Street Race. And just think how rare that is. And he did it in this era. That's how talented Shane Van Gisbergen is. We'll see him a lot next year, part-time in every series. That's exciting to me. I hope he runs the Charlotte Roval. I would consider going. Charlotte Roval might be the race I skip again next year. Skip Martinsville Springs, skip Wilkesboro, and skip Roval. I don't really care about going to Wilkesboro until they do a points race there, to be honest, especially with the price of the tickets. So if they'd add a points race at North Wilkesboro, hell yeah. Fucking sign me up, dude. NASCAR is testing a new transaxle to eliminate shifting on short tracks and taking more underbody off the car. So we've seen steps forward this year with Martinsville and Phoenix and Bristol and Richmond. Looks like they're taking a bigger swing at it next year. If they would just do the horsepower, that would really solve a lot of problems. But Dallas just converted a 3rd and 14. Holy hell. Whoa, Corey. Oh, my God. Keselowski and Corey just about got hooked up together. It started because Corey washed up into the 43. He came down off the 43, and hell, Brad was there. That was close. I'm sure Brad appreciated that. And Chastain's really getting held up by the 38 here, and we got a battle for the lead because of it, because here's Busher. Split the 38 inside-outside. And it's going to be advantage Busher at the line, but not by much. They race off into turn 1. Who's going to drive in deeper? I think Ross has the better line. Unless he does that. He washed up the track, got a little loose, and oh, Busher is clear. Chris Busher takes the lead. A competitive Phoenix race. We love to see it. Busher, Chastain, Byron, and Harvick have led this race. Who led the race last year? Logano. Pretty much just Logano.
A new leader in Phoenix as Busher has been able to take over the top spot for Ross Chastain.
Down in the corner here, Gillen, the lap car, is going to go in the middle of the racetrack. It's going to run the one a little wider than I think he wanted to run. That's going to give some momentum to the 17.
Blaney still can't pass William Byron.
Busher eventually taking the spot. And I wondered about this as he was driving through the field to stage 1. If this guy goes up and takes the lead, think about all the what-ifs, right? Had such a good run, went into the playoffs. That was a surprise. Ran deeper into the playoffs than I think a lot of people expected. Then had a pretty bad rough round, and here's some contact as well on the racetrack.
Yeah, contact with 7 car right here. Great job by Corey to keep from wrecking that thing. And the 6 car of Keselowski, Chris Busher's teammate, he started dead last today. He has driven that car all the way into the top 10, running in 9th place. So RFK with a lot of speed.
Blaney and Byron are battling here as they are actually running down the 19 of Truex. That's going to present some challenges to Byron. Can Blaney take advantage of it? Blaney lost the ground of the 24 here over the last couple of laps. 10 to go in the stage. Kim, what are we learning on the 12 car?
We're learning he's pissed off. 10 to go, stage 2.
He's not making it up. He says work on everything. That tells me he can't tell you which part of the corner is worse. They're all bad in their different ways. So now go look at your data. Take contact with your orders back home. Where do they feel like they're losing the most? These are the decisions that will determine the championship. Jonathan Hassler has to make these decisions. He has to get his team together. What I do love that Jonathan has on his side is that man, Roger Penske. This is the most I've heard RP on the radio in any race. And I think Ryan, as we all know, short fuse, fiery temper, and the one person that I think naturally is going to diffuse that is when RP...
Byron passing Truex. Good to see one of these Championship 4 cars going forward.
This is a different race. There is more on the line. Roger's here in attendance on the radio, so I like that Jonathan, the crew chief, has the team owner on his side and on the radio.
See Byron getting by the 19 of Truex. And I see a little difference as well. That 12 car just doesn't have the speed on the long run that he had earlier. Byron, though, on the other hand, lost a little ground to the top 4. Got passed by this 19 car earlier in the run, but now has ran him back down, got back by him, and he's driving away, or at least keeping this 12 at bay. That's got to build confidence behind the wheel of the 24.
Why this matters, this is a 63-lap run, Junior. And when you look at that final stage, you're going to have about 65 laps on both sets of tires if it runs green. So back to that question by Kim, right? What do you adjust?
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Long runs, this is kind of a, we'll call it a dress rehearsal for what the final stage could be.
The precursor of what that final stage will look like. And again, this one was broken up with a caution as we run along with
Whoa, Blaney. Blaney got a little loose and immediately went, God damn it. He like threw his hand up in the air. But he's going to make a pass on Truex here. He didn't lose that much ground to the 24. He gained it back. Needs to get by this 19 to stay on the bumper of the 24. Oh, he loose again off the corner. I think Blaney's running out of patience.
You can just see the body language in how he's driving.
Blaney's coming full unglued here. He's got to calm it down. There is a long way to go. That's the second lap in a row he's come off 4 and punched the dash. Man, he ran up on the 19 there.
As frustrated as he is, I mean, he is still running 6th, and I think still faster than the 19 and the 24. Just finding a way around them and losing those positions on pit road and having to...
2 to go, stage 2. The end of the season is near. The end is nigh.
Blaney started this race 15th. So back there further than his competitors and had to fight his way to get up into the top 10 and into that top 6.
1 to go, stage 2. Busher out front by a little less than a second.
Green flag about to come out for Chris Busher as he is on the final lap of stage 2. So Busher has been impressive out front for 14 laps of this stage once he was able to get by Ross Chastain, looking for his second stage win this season.
Only his second stage win. He's won 3 races this year.
It's Chris Busher who wins stage 2.
Busher, Chastain, Harvick, Byron, Truex, Blaney, Larson 7th. Bubba 8th, Brad 9th, Eric Jones 10th. Alrighty. We're almost to the end. So close. I'll miss this in a month and a half, 2 months from now. See what Twitter thinks of the race so far. Homer Simpson will no longer choke Bart as, quote, times have changed.
Sports coverage of the NASCAR Cup Series Championship is brought to you by Sonic. Sonic. Credit One Bank, a credit card company. And by Toyota. Let's go places. Two stages complete. Championship weekend here at Phoenix Raceway. As some fans taking a...
Good news is the Bucks lost. So the Falcons can go on pretending that they don't suck and that Arthur Smith's a good coach.
East of this racetrack as the cars getting ready to come to pit road. And right now, again, with Busher and the win, will be first on to pit road. Chastain, Harvick, Byron, Truex Jr., Blaney, Larson, Wallace, Keselowski, and Eric Jones.
Every trip to pit road is massively important here. Especially when they're all pitting at the same time. Blaney's team needs to do better from last time. Looked like a clean stop for Blaney. He beat Busher out. And Truex beat Blaney out. So Busher's going to lose 3 or 4 spots here. What's Byron going to do from the first pit stall? Yikes. Chastain, Byron, Truex, Larson, Blaney. So Blaney and Larson each gained. Harvick lost 3 and Busher lost 7. One stop to go, really, after this, I would assume. Big play Eagles. DeAndre Swift is really good. I need to finish streaming my Red Dead Redemption playthrough. I don't have much left, but, you know, Spider-Man came out, and I just haven't even thought about it. I really should finish it. Maybe I'll do it late tonight. Let's be honest, I'm going to end up playing Spider-Man. Or if a couple of friends want to play Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I'll end up playing that. That's what I'll end up doing tonight. I will be streaming the Bills and the Bengals. Sunday Night Football. Got a great game right now with the Cowboys and the Eagles I'm watching.
America at 7 p.m. Eastern, right after our coverage on NBC and Peacock. You see that, a sea of campers here in the campgrounds, over 10,000 campers that started filing in on Monday to get ready for this weekend. I mentioned Josh Allen, quarterback for the Bills, and there's a tie with Josh Allen and William Byron. As a matter of fact, now when William Byron celebrates a win, he wears those oversized caps. And we've seen it numerous times. As a matter of fact,
the oversized cap. How much are those things? $100?
He said, well, I watched Josh Allen on Thursday Night Football. He was wearing the oversized cap. I thought, I'm going to do that for my celebration. And so that is why William Byron wears those oversized caps in victory lane. So now it's down to 3. Started with championship 4. Christopher Bell out on lap 109 with a mechanical issue. And William Byron, with his great pit stop from his crew, has him out second. Currently running 4th, Kyle Larson, and Ryan Blaney in 5th. Let's get another update from pit road and Kim.
And Rick, for this 12th crew, a much better stop. The last stop, they lost 4 positions on pit road. This time, they gained a spot. The big question is, they're looking for the magic they had that second run. Did they make the right adjustments for Ryan Blaney? The other thing, Marty, keep their driver cool, calm, and collected.
Swift just fumbled, and the Cowboys recover, and they're running it all the way back. Unless Hurts can catch him. Hurts caught him. Cowboys ball, though.
But it's been a championship performance by his pick crew. The first stop, they kept him in the lead. The second one, they gained him a spot. And this latest one, they gained him 2 spots with potentially 1 more pit stop left. Could this team be putting in the perfect performance they need to go up there and get this team a championship for their driver, William Byron?
And once again, 2 by 2, the Toyota Camry TRD official pace car.
Got 120 laps to go. Chastain, Byron, Truex, Larson, Blaney, Harvick.
Yeah, both those cars, the Hendrick car took the outside, Blaney takes the inside. Let's see how this works out. It's going to be a wild restart.
The final stage is underway of championship weekend.
Attaboy to the one team for getting the lead on pit stops. Can Blaney do anything with Byron on the short end of the run? He's clear of Larson. Larson enters on his outside, though. Ain't going to get there. Blaney's holding him off.
Just 118 laps remaining in this season. And this championship fight is
Byron into second. Puts Truex between him and Blaney.
Running in front of Blaney and Larson.
Byron finally cleared the 19 of Truex. Now can he chase down that 1 of Chastain? Chastain's been so fast over the last handful of laps here.
Harvick, after running up inside the top 3 leading laps here, has fallen back to the 6th position. Bubba Wallace is 7th, Keselowski 8th. Busher, who is leading and won stage 2, is 9th right now, with Eric Jones in 10th.
You see what 17 is back there in 9th, and that's every playoff driver's fear, right? He ran great in the stage, came down pit road, had a slow pit stop. That cost you some spot. Then the restart, you lose a little bit more, and the stop wasn't awful, but 12.6 seconds in today's world. We heard Parker mention in the pre-race, 9 to 9.5 seconds. That is what is acceptable to change 4 tires. 12.6 seconds. That's 3 seconds off. Under green, manageable. Under yellow, you lose a ton of spots.
He did just that. So Busher's now going to fight back, see if he could gain some of those spots back.
And they overturned the Eagles' fumble. Swift did fumble, but he recovered it, and then they ripped it out while he was on the ground. It looked like he may have never had it, but the replay shows that he did. So, still Eagles ball. Good for them. Words of Truex. Good for them.
Field spreading out as Busher still on the outside.
Hey, there's Denny Hamlin. Remember him? Or we can run Heat 5. I don't know. I don't feel like playing Heat 5. One day, when you get your goddamn PS5, we'll be playing GTA. You need to hurry up and get that the PS5. I'll play video games with you all the time.
Those are the kind of mistakes that the championship guys are worried about, right? None of those guys have had horrible stops. Some have been a little better than others, but as this race winds down, Steve, we see many times it can
There are cars fast enough that if they made the Final Four, they'd be a threat. I'm looking at Truex. I'm looking at Chastain, Bubba, Busher, Keselowski, and Hamlin. There's a lot of what-ifs in that top 10 right now. Some alternate timelines.
Should believe in his team, especially they were the wall crew today. Not running where he wants to right now, but each time he's come down pit road, they picked him up 3 spots, so they're having a great day.
Bowman and his teammate Chase Elliott, both after missing races this year, missed the playoffs, and neither has been to victory lane. Chase Elliott trying to keep a streak alive once he had won in the Cup Series. He had won every single season after that. But you see Chase Elliott now running in the 22nd position.
It's amazing how many cars are running really low. We saw 3 cars. We saw that shot. Guys in 1 and 2 are as low as I've ever seen them running over there.
To see cars still running that low in 1 and 2 at this point in the race, it's pretty wild, because I remember the problem with Phoenix the last couple of years when they were putting traction compound down. Everybody would only run in the top 2 lanes up against the wall where the shit was at. So it's good, as we approach 100 laps to go, that guys are still running on the apron.
Or behind the wheel of the 10 at the end of the season, Parker.
God damn it, Cowboy, you got to try harder. Hey, there's Eric Almirola. There was actually moments when I was in the stands at Martinsville last week thinking, holy shit, I'm about to watch Eric Almirola win a race. Eagles going for the tush push at the goal line. Touchdown.
Over championship Ford driver William Byron.
A slam dunk. And god damn it, it's hot in here. Got my window open. It ain't got cold outside yet. It needs to hurry up. It's kind of breezy and cool out there, but I keep forgetting that I have a new phone, because at a glance, my new phone looks a lot like my old one, but then I pick it up and it's way heavier and it's thicker. So I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Like, is this somebody else's phone? No, it's my phone. Backstage feeling within WWE is that CM Punk is returning. Punk was recently scheduled for a call with WWE board members. Here we go, baby. And Blaney is looking to pass the 24. This is the battle for the championship. About to hit 100 to go here shortly. You know, Cowboy, you mentioned Stuart Haas not winning a race this year. That's why I said yesterday during that Xfinity race that, oh my God, Stuart Haas needs this Xfinity championship. They need something. So I was pretty happy to see Custer win. Because, man, they needed that. And Tony Stewart obviously needed it too. You saw his reaction and how much that meant. And here we go, Blaney. Blaney. Racing for second place and a championship. And Blaney's clear with 101 laps to go. Blaney takes the lead. Not the lead, the championship lead. He's in second. Chastain is leading. Chastain's leading, but nobody cares. What the hell happened to Reddick and Suarez? They were good at one point in this race, and they're outside the top 20 now.
Report from Gil, being able to study SMT data from other drivers. You can actually get the data from their car, where they're using the gas, where they're using the brakes, how much throttle input. And although you may not can drive the car just like that, it teaches you what they are looking for in their car, where they believe it's got to be the best to make lap time.
Chris Buescher's not bounced back since losing 7 spots in the pits. He's gone nowhere. And Truex just passed Byron. How the turntables. Fucking Dutch Vanderlyn in the 19 car. He's got a plan. Got a plan, Arthur. I have a plan. And Dak Prescott is sacked. Good tackle by Philly there. CeeDee Lamb was lunging for that first, and they held him up. I think the Cowboys are going to go for this. They're a yard and a half short. They're on their own side of the field, though, so this could be a big turning point in that game. Dutch Vanderlyn would have been a terrible crew chief. Cowboys convert the 4th down. Both teams are sticking it to each other on 4th down today.
Balance has swung. He's been a little tight in the middle, meaning the front won't change direction. But his real issue, as we rode on board lap after lap after lap, was those big corrections with the steering wheel on drive off, meaning he lost rear grip under power. So now he likes the car in the short run. Obviously, he's driven right up to second. It's closing in on Chastain. He obviously can feel the back moving around a little bit, so we think he's going to build free. But look, you can't change that it's going to build
Blaney's run down Chastain for the lead.
the severity of it, right? You can't turn the volume off completely.
We're going to have a battle for the lead here in a moment.
What I really liked was that was the calmest we've heard Ryan Blaney on the radio yet today. And, you know, we heard Christopher Bell's sound earlier in this race before he had his issue about you had to peak at the right time of the season. This race is their whole season. So you also have to peak at the right time of this race.
He is running down this one car of Chastain. I'm surprised and impressed by how the 12 has been able to drive through the field, through the top 5, right up to the back bumper of the leader. This one car has been faster than everybody over the last 100 laps.
Blaney told us how the team is in sync, and those changes that they have been able to make throughout this race have put him into a position now that he's getting ready to fight for the lead here at Phoenix.
Blaney caught a lap car at a shitty time there.
Trying to get my 77.
The ability that this change has given this race car is for Blaney to drive it wherever he wants. One time he's on the bottom, the next time he's on the top. He's able to move around, and that's really important because as he runs Ross Chastain down, Ross is going to see where Blaney's car is the best, and he's going to try to be in that lane. Well, Blaney can surprise him. His car is good enough to not have to be locked into one lane. He can go to the bottom or the top to make the pass.
Blaney's family lineage has been involved in racing and sports.
Blaney's dad is one of the best Cup drivers to never win a Cup race. I always liked Dave Blaney. Just never got put in the right situation. There was always something missing.
One of the best when he got behind the wheel in NASCAR. His Uncle Dale actually.
Ooh, that's a bad corner.
Back in 1986 in the fourth round.
Chastain's going to hold on another lap here. Blaney missed the exit of 4 again.
Into their Sports Hall of Fame. So Blaney, the family lineage, has been involved in sports and especially racing for so long, but they've never been able to compete at this, the highest level, and fight for a championship like what they're seeing Ryan do today. Four-tenths of a second separate Chastain and Blaney from the top spot. Blaney holding the top of the championship Ford advantage right now.
Blaney looks good with a beard. That's all I'm saying. The beard definitely paid off. It looks good on him. That beard can't hide those pretty eyes. He's so Casey Kane-esque with those pretty eyes. If Blaney and Casey Kane ever made the Final Four together with Chase Elliott, the world would never recover. I'd say Truex, Elliott, Blaney, and Casey Kane would be the best-looking Final Four. The best-looking possible Final Four in NASCAR history. You can't tell me it's not. Sorry, just a girl with a dream over here. It's like, whoa, is this a beauty contest or a NASCAR championship? Chase looks pretty good for being from Georgia. Keep your cool, Blaney. You're a lot faster than the 24. You're faster than the 1. You'll get him. Sure, Blaney's feeling a lot better now. We're approaching the final pit stop here shortly. And wow, Michael Gallup just dropped wide open on 3rd down. Cowboys are on 4th and 3 now. They can either kick the field goal or go for it again. Dope. And Dallas is going to take the field goal.
Chastain continuing to make it difficult for Ryan Blaney, as Blaney has got all the way up to his back bumper, but cannot complete the pass for the lead. Chastain holding on to it. Blaney running second. And it's Trex Jr., Byron, and Larson in the top 5.
There you go, a little bit of feedback from Ryan Blaney right there. It's good, just a reminder that you do not have to win the race to win the championship. I know Blaney was trying to pass Chastain. Can't quite make out what he's saying there, but he's trying to pass the one of Chastain. Right now, it's what can the 24 and the 5 do to counteract the 12, right? They're in 4th and 5th, which seems good, but track position-wise, they're over 3 seconds behind the 12 car. So with 81 to go, you're inside your fuel window. Now it is, how much are you willing to gamble with everything on the line? Coming around lap 240 for green flag pit stop.
Larson is catching William Byron.
You would make the 12 car stomach ache, because if you're the 24 and the 5 and you pit while you do go down a lap, you will instant gaining over a second a lap. It only takes 3 or 4 laps and you'll cycle in front of the 12. So we're going to see which crew chief dares to gamble, Marty.
Yeah, how much are you willing to gamble if you are Cliff Daniels, crew chief for Kyle Larson? And Steve, here's the other dilemma for the 5 team. They've been on every side of the balance today.
For some reason, I just thought about me, Cowboy, and Dylan. We were racing on NASCAR Heat 5 one time. We were doing trucks at Michigan. And we come off turn 4, and Dylan just fucking stops. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I hit him in the back. And he's like, oh, I was pitting. And I'm like, well, you could have told me. So I ended up, like, smashing into the back of him. He sped on pit road from where I hit him, and I just fucking hit the brakes and went to pit road with him. I don't know why I just thought of that. It was so funny. Pretty sure that's on a live stream you can find on my channel. Where I was like, what the fuck?
Half a pound of air, you go for loose and tight. Those razor edge cars, those are the ones you hate to have in a race like this. Because now the decision Cliff Daniels have to make, it's under a microscope. If he hops over the balance again, you know, that will be maybe the end for the 5 car. I mean, look at the 12. He was frustrated with his car. I'm sure he still doesn't love it going around the lane. But great speed. Run the 1 completely down, only 3/10 off the lead.
Yeah, he ran him down, but he's not been able to.
Blaney's got about 4 seconds over William Byron and Kyle Larson. So, pretty good gap.
If he could get by him, he feels like he could drive away from him. But Chastain is not going to give this lead up easily. We've seen Ryan's hand off the wheel multiple times in frustration, but I think he needs to remember what the goal is here. Stay in front of those other championship 4 guys.
Junior, you mentioned the sun earlier as far as becoming a little bit of a nuisance, and it's getting lower on the skyline, but it's still above the grandstands and suites right now. So in the eyes of these drivers, with 76 laps still remaining, seems as though Blaney's been able to catch Ross getting into the turn, but then Ross has been able to power away from him as they exit.
Ross is running the high line that you on the long run, and Blaney would like to be up there. I really don't see anything wrong with the one and what he's doing. I don't see him moving around trying to drive in front of the 12 or take his air away. I see him running the same.
Yeah, Ross is running his own race.
So, I'm you know, Blaney's frustration sort of surprises me a little bit, especially like he's in position right here to win this championship and closing in on one of the final pit stops of the day, if not the last one. And so their lap times have been so much better than Byron and Larson. I would, you know, I'd caution Ryan that hey man, y'all are driving away. If this stays green, we're creating the advantage right now. Don't get too worked up about the 1 car. I know you want to get by him, but we're creating a great advantage for ourselves as this pit cycle might start under green flag.
Just behind these 2 is Martin Truex Jr., Dave.
Give you a little Toyota driver update with Truex, the highest running of all the Toyota drivers in the field right now, running 3rd. That plan that he hoped would work was conserving the tires, running a little bit lighter so they'd have more tire at the end of the run. Not so sure it's worked out exactly how he wants to. He radioed in, said the rears are wearing pretty well on my 19 car, but so far so good on the plan. He stays in 3rd. He's been the fastest car by lap last couple of times around, guys.
Well, that's something I love to hear. Is
And William Byron hits pit road with 73 to go. And Kyle Larson as well. The Hendrick cars on the same deal here. When will Blaney pit? Without a yellow, this is the last pit stop. And here comes Chastain and Blaney, the same lap. Basically the same lap. Larson beats Byron out of the pits. Yeah, Larson jumps in front of Byron. See where Blaney cycles through. Blaney, ooh, just behind Chastain. Blaney's coming out of the pits right on the bumper of Chastain. A little closer for Byron and Larson, but not much. Blaney and Chastain nailed it here. You cycled in front of them, so if this stays green, we'll see. And yeah, Letarte just mentioned something important. Longest run on tires if we stay green. Somebody's going to blow a right front or have another brake rotor problem.
You know, when I was down there in the pit box, it was you and maybe one other guy talking to your spotter, figuring out who's coming. And you'll miss a lap or two, and that could be a couple seconds anymore. These teams have war rooms. They have so much help. It was clear that Blaney was just waiting for those 200 cars to pit. As soon as they came, the 1 and the 12 came the next lap around.
Not wanting to lose too much of the advantage of these Goodyear tires. As a matter of fact, 75th anniversary celebration. Goodyear Eagles that they have for these guys today.
And Goodyear Eagles. Hamlin, Briscoe, and Stenhouse have not pitted.
Briscoe, Stenhouse Jr. So those three have yet to come to pit road. They're probably looking at running this right dead in the middle, try to get the best they can out of their tires. Or the gamble for these cars, if a caution comes out, there's only 10 cars in the lead lap. So then Hamlin, Briscoe, and Stenhouse could pit, and the worst they're going to restart is 7th, 8th, 9th, or 8th, 9th, and 10th.
This year that this was the year he was going to win a championship, but the problem with power steering in Miami Homestead, and he got into the wall and it just was too deep of a hole to dig out of.
Ooh, Jalen Hurts is slow to get up now. Uh-oh. Jalen Hurts gets back to his feet, but he's hurt. Ooh. That's not good. He's walking it off, I think. Please don't let Jalen Hurts be out for the season. Please, God. Walk it off, Jalen. Walk it off, walk it off, walk it off. Boy, they wish they still had Gardner Minshew right now, don't they? Oh, shut up, cowboy. Oh, my God, Blaney sped. Just kidding. Halftime couldn't have come at a better time for the Eagles. Because Jalen Hurts is walking it off, but probably needs a minute. Shoot him up with some fucking horse tranquilizer at halftime or something. The old Keith Moon cocktail, horse tranquilizer. Shit fucks you up, man. Blaney's still just as close to Chastain as he was when they came off pit road.
Ryan Blaney still fighting for position. Right now it's not for the lead, but that's just because
Hamlin pits, 61 to go.
come to pit road. They will have to do that shortly as we see Hamlin now on pit road. Parker.
Right, it's been mostly a top 10 day. Denny Hamlin here to take 4, get retired full time.
17-14 Cowboys at halftime in Philadelphia.
Basically in 2, the 11 is away. We'll see where he rejoins. He was mostly in the top 10 before they went on this long strategy. That's Ryan Blaney.
Yeah, it's hard to fuck with a guy who's watching the same race as you and getting all the same information you're getting.
A battle with the rest of the competition behind him, namely the 5 and 24 Byron.
Blaney's got a 3.5 second gap over Larson and Byron. Really more than that over Byron. Larson's in 5th. About 3 seconds off him.
They're the championship contenders of Larson and Byron. And I would, I think that the 12 would definitely drive by this one and drive away. Chastain's going to make it nearly impossible. And I would
Chastain wants to win, brother. Oh, it would be so Chastain for him to fuck up on a late restart and take out the championship contenders. Woo. There would be a brawl afterwards.
And the 5's kind of too far back that I think you can really locate him in the mirror. So you bring out some great information. Gap back to the 5, whether it's growing or shrinking. Let him know what the urgency needs to be of passing the 1. I think the mentality is you need to get by the 1 and win the race with 58 to go. But let's make the 5 come get us. Let's not burn our rear tires off and fall back to the 5. I think he's better. I think if the 12 could catch the 1 in traffic or maybe a slip, he could drive by him. But to your point, Ross Chastain has proven he's kind of taking over for Ryan Newman as the efficient driver who is just not going to give you the lane or the inch you need to get by.
Don't talk about Ryan Newman like he's not here. Ryan Newman's actually in this race. Blaney's going to beat Ross, I think. No way Ross can hold off Blaney for 55 more laps. Blaney's clearly faster. It's just tough to pass.
That's a pretty good little corner right there.
That was a great corner for Blaney.
Of Chastain. Now Chastain's moving around a little bit. Now to the bottom of the racetrack.
Blaney has a big enough gap over Byron and Larson where I'm okay with Chastain racing him hard. Because go win the race, Ross.
We didn't even need to hear the radio on that one. As now he's down on the apron, trying to make the pass on the 1.
Ooh, Blaney's really dogging him in turn 2.
Inches apart for the lead here at Phoenix.
Ross gives him plenty of room. Running his own line. They're catching Ryan Newman. Oh, the irony. Blaney actually led that lap. Where's Newman going? Newman's kind of in no man's land in front of these guys. Newman pulled over. Ryan Newman pulled over. Ryan Newman pulled over and let off the gas and let them both go. Attaboy, Newman. Now Truex is catching both of these guys for this lead, and Blaney still couldn't make the pass on Ross. Almost made contact. Oh, Blaney hit him. Blaney just shoved Ross up the track. Now here comes Truex. They're 3 wide. Blaney, what are you doing? You're 3 wide for the lead, and you don't need to be. That bump hurt Blaney more than it did Ross, really, because it gave Truex a chance here. They've been side by side for this long. Man, what a great Phoenix race.
Blaney's got a pretty good position on him in this corner.
Spotter letting him know. Big picture, be smart.
Blaney clears Ross. Makes it stick. Ross ain't done with him. Ross is going back to his inside. Blaney tread carefully now.
And Martin Truex Jr. might be the faster car of the
I'd be so nervous being a Ryan Blaney fan watching him have to race Ross Chastain of all people for a lead. By the way, Kyle Larson's not far behind us now. Larson's picked up a second while this crazy battle's going on. And Ross took the lead back. Ross took the lead back, and Blaney got really loose off of 2. Ugh. Got to be smart, man. They're trying to get in his head and say, look, stop, please, stop. I think they were, when they saw Blaney 3 wide in the middle, that's when they were like, all right, tell him to fucking knock it off. Ross gets away with the lead. Truex second, Blaney third. Yeah, I saw Blaney flip off Ross.
So now he wants to get back to the 5, and I'll tell you the gap is now
We're at 50 to go.
seconds, about 2.2 seconds between Blaney.
It went from 3.5 seconds to about 2 seconds between Blaney and Larson. So come on, Blaney.
What damage did he do to his tires? How much did he hurt his car? Did he take any speed out of it? These tires have only so much life, and when you slide around like that, you could definitely shorten their lifespan on what could be the longest green flag run of the day on a set of tires. Now he's trying to settle in third.
There's the top 3. 3 seconds is the gap from Blaney back to his closest Champ 4 competitor in Larson.
Last time by Larson, 2/10.
Larson a little faster than Blaney now.
Blaney comes by 29:20. Larson 29:20. They match lap times. Byron behind them, the quickest of the 3.
It's too far back. They just told Byron that Blaney's having a meltdown. Stay in it.
He is selling, and I love it. The 12 down, you know him.
Blaney's been a little uptight today, don't you think?
That's a motivational radio right there. You can hear the
He's been a little uptight. That's not a lie.
I believe that, to Blaney's defense, everybody for years has driven home the idea that to win the championship today, you've got to win this race. And so, he thinks that is the only goal and the only way that he gets that championship today. He thinks that, and you are right. That's how it's always been. But what's the same between the 1 of Chastain and the 5 of Kyle Larson? They don't drive for the same owner, but they got the same manufacturer emblem on the hood. And that's what I see right here, right? This is a Chevrolet in Ross Chastain that was ridiculed of how he treated other Chevrolet cars back in Darlington in the spring. Rick Hendrick called him out. Ross Chastain isn't doing anything wrong, but he is not going to help that blue oval Ford of Ryan Blaney clear and take the lead. Now, I think he's going to race Truex the same way. I mean, this is how Ross races. He's been pretty consistent.
You know what you're getting with Ross Chastain? This is a more refined version of Ross Chastain, but you still know what you're getting. Ross has gotten so much better. I think a year ago, that would have been a disaster, but because Ross has matured so much and gotten so better with his racecraft and his maturity and his patience that, yeah, they raced hard, but very, very clean. Blaney's the one that initiated contact. Ross did nothing wrong here. Now, Ross really burned up his stuff with Blaney, and he's going to suffer the consequences. Here comes Truex. Heavy lap traffic ahead, by the way. They got Chase Elliott right there in front of them. They got Allmendinger. I think that's Suarez. No, it's 78. They had similar-looking cars. These 2 guys are side by side with lap cars in front of them. This could give Blaney another chance here to slip by and take the lead. It'd be nice. AJ pulls over. Let him go. I don't think Chase Elliott's going to pull over. Matter of fact, I know Chase ain't going to pull over. He wants Byron or Larson to win this thing. Blaney back for second place. Truex got loose off of 2.
Toe-to-toe trading punches.
And Larson has closed the gap a little bit more. Larson's not far from being in the hunt here. And Blaney's into second again.
See if he can stay out front, though. 42 to go from Phoenix.
A good Phoenix race. I'm so glad. I'm so relieved we didn't get another snoozer here this year. You know, they say there's like a bit of residual shit left from the last time they put traction compound down, even though they didn't add any. But why don't you go out there with a goddamn power washer and power wash this racetrack so there's no trace of it whatsoever out there? Just a thought, but this has been a good race regardless. Here's Blaney going for the lead again. Running up on lap cars, though. Chase Elliott's not a big Ross Chastain fan, so. And Chase Elliott's not shy about pitching a temper tantrum and trying to affect the outcome of a race. He gives the leaders their line, but I know he's going to drive hard here because it helps himself and it helps Kyle Larson and William Byron. If Blaney hits the wall or gets loose racing these guys hard and so much that it costs him the spot, I'm just going to lose my mind. I see Byron and Larson are really inching forward. They went from 1.9 back. I think Larson's 1.6 back now. So they're still gaining, slowly, but gaining. Blaney's got a good shot at taking the lead here, I think. Oh, that Ross Chastain. Oh, my God. I thought Blaney was just going to take him out. I thought Blaney was just about to say, caution. Kyle Busch spun out. Kyle Busch is parked in the dog leg. And we have a caution. Who'd have thought Kyle Busch would bring out the possible season-altering yellow? Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! As soon as they pit and come off pit road, I got to take a piss. This is too much.
Was running third of the championship 4. He came down pit road, leapfrog to the front, and it was the championship day for Kyle Larson. Will it match the same for somebody else? I say that because William Byron is now third of the championship 4. He's in pit stall 1. There are just so many similarities, adjustments, drivers. Everybody has to do their job, but the 5 over-the-wall crew, this is what it all comes down to. What happened to the 8 here, guys?
Kyle Busch busted his ass, kept it out of the wall, but spun out and stopped past start-finish line. Where was Kyle running?
It came around quick. He was in the throttle, and it started around before he even lifted. It surprised him. Back to that battle. Blaney gathered his composure, went and got Truex. Right? And now that puts a car between he, Larson, and Byron coming on pit road.
The concepts up and down pit road are so interesting on how they put their crews together. A lot of makeup of crew members who played professional sports, football players. We heard Dave mention it earlier.
Guys were running too hard there for there to not be a caution at some point. So I kind of expected this. Here we go. The money stop. You better nail this one.
And pit crews have to be absolutely perfect. So do the drivers. Ryan said he fired off tight. They're free at the end. Just again, tight through the center of 3 and 4. It will be a 4-tire stop for Ryan Blaney. Parker.
At top right of your screen, you'll see the leader, Ross Chastain, hit his pit stall, just getting too tight on the X of the corners there. So he'll get 4 Goodyear tires and fuel there. Also, at the bottom right of your screen, William Byron will pit from the pit 5th position. Remember, he's had the fastest pit crew in all of 2023. Can this be the stop that
Denny Hamlin took 2 tires and took the lead. And Kyle Larson beat the 24 and the 12 out of the pits. Oh, Dennis and Eric Jones just completely jacked this all up. So Larson's the first of the championship 4 here. Oh, my God. I got to go pee. I'll be right back. All right, did everybody go empty their bladders here before we all lose our minds? Denny Hamlin's got to get his name in the headlines for some reason here, right?
Remaining, Larson's team gets him out in front of the others. And so now Byron and Blaney will have to fight to try to clear that 5 if they want to win their first championship. Larson looking for championship number 2.
And it was a combination, Rick. Total time, you see it just over a second, but it was a little bit everywhere. Kyle
Larson was money on pit road there. Blaney, I think, was being pretty conservative.
We're not counting seconds anymore. We're counting tenths of a second, Kim.
That's right. That stop not great for Ryan Blaney's crew. It looked
Blaney's been beat on pit road a couple times today.
fast stops from Hendrick. They lost 4 spots on pit road. Right now the crew just trying to calm him down and keep him focused for these last laps, Marty.
Go get it.
Told his team, let's do this, guys, and they delivered once again, just like they did in 2021. The stop before this, they gained in 3 spots.
This is very similar to 2021. You know, Larson, the season didn't go like that, but in 2021, you know, Larson showed up to Phoenix and probably had the 3rd best car. I think Hamlin and Truex were better than Larson that day. But they caught the caution, got off pit road, and were better on the last run and won it. So, kind of a similar situation here. He's not been as good as the 12. He's been about even with the 24. But the 43 and 11 just jacked this whole thing up.
I like where Larson went with this front straightaway where you can take the left to the start-finish line, make it 3 wide, 4 wide, 5 wide. I like the model.
Will this be another Truck Series race? You surely think that couldn't happen with Cup, but I know it can. There's a lot of assholes in that top 10, a lot of guys that have had problems with each other in that top 10. Chastain, but basically everybody in the top 10. Blaney's been pissed at everybody today, particularly Chastain and Larson. 31 laps. Do not change lanes for a start-finish line. I said that all day yesterday during the Xfinity race. Don't change lanes. Go crazy. Larson. Yeah.
3 wide per second. Larson way
Blaney's shooting the gap in the middle. Oh, my God. Ooh, Larson and Hamlin. Oh, fuck off, Denny. Chastain, Hamlin, Larson are 3 wide for the lead. Blaney and Byron are 2 by 2 behind them. Still 3 wide for the lead. I think Larson's going to come out of this with the lead. He will. Not clear yet. Oh, he clears Hamlin. He's not going to clear Ross. And Byron just slides in front of Blaney. Oh. Don't wreck your brother-in-law now. Boy, Denny Hamlin got right to the bumper of Kyle Larson. Go, Blaney. Go to the outside. Oh. They're splitting Blaney down the middle. Woo. Chastain has the lead. I just can't believe how good Ross is today. If only he could have made it this far. They're second, third, and fourth, the championship cars. Oh, Blaney wanted to chop Byron there. He wanted to chop him, but I think that hurt Blaney's entry. Well, he got back in front of the 24. Now he's got to go deal with the 5. Chastain, I think, is going to win this race. I just think Blaney and Larson are going to get so tangled up with each other because that's all that matters to them. So I think Chastain's got this in the bag without a yellow. Without a yellow, I think Chastain wins the race. Championship, though, who knows? Oh, here comes Blaney. Big run off of 4. Big run. Blaney using everything, every option he can. Larson's going to try to chop him again. Blaney's not going to take it. Larson tried to chop him again, and Blaney gave him a shot. Just a little nudge, and Larson is just mirror robbing. Larson's doing the Logano. He completely altered what he was doing to just say, I'm going to park it on the bottom. He just parked it on the bottom back there. He wasn't trying to make the corner at speed. He was just parking it. And Chastain's pulling away. God, Larson chopped Blaney once, and it bought him like 2 laps. And now Buscher's to the inside of Byron because he got in the dirty air of the 12. Blaney's going to gather it back up and get at Larson. If Larson chops him again, he's going around. I know it. I just know it. Blaney has no patience left. You've heard the way he's been talking today. He's been pretty animated on his onboard camera. He has no patience. His meter is pegged. If he can get back to Larson again and Larson does the same shit, it's not going to end well. And Byron's probably hoping it happens.
Blaney middle of the track through 3 and 4. The gap staying the same between the top 2 Champ 4 contenders.
Yeah, what a great race. And you know they're going to work on the package and the tires some more, so next year should be just as good or a little better. So maybe we're not doomed to have Phoenix our championship race. It can be good. Penske versus Hendrick.
On the bottom of your screen with Rick Hendrick, owner of that 5 car, and Roger Penske, owner of the 12 car.
Blaney way up the racetrack.
Blaney's just looking.
Pretty big run off turn 2 trying that.
Turn 2 is Blaney's bread and butter. Oh, he's so close. So close. Get this run. They're pretty even off of 4. And Larson gave him the top. I'm shocked. Here's a run. Wow, Larson just parking it into turn 3. Again, Blaney just goes to the outside there. Oh, Larson, you slowed up way too much there. Ooh, he throws a block. Larson cuts the dog leg to block. Larson, you better take Blaney's line away or he's going to go around. He's going to go around you this time. Oh, no. Larson, no. Hang on. Oh, Larson doing literally everything but wreck him. You love it. That's hard racing. Oh, Larson, don't. I think Blaney's got it. He's got it. Blaney's clear. 19 to go. 20 to go, excuse me. Larson raced him as hard as you can without making contact. Now Larson's changing up his approach. Wow, Blaney just surged ahead there through turn 4.
Blaney pulls away. Now 0.3 of a second the gap between these two. And Chastain has put 2 seconds between himself and Blaney.
Chastain's cruising. Chastain is in the ideal situation. He's got it in the bag.
19 miles. The cars will continue to change. The brakes will fade. Tires will heat up.
This is going to be weird to have a different winner that's not the champion. We haven't had in Cup since 2013 a different race winner to champion in the final race.
Now he has something to chase. He'll move around. He'll try to find
Been a while since we had this. As long as this stays green, that's what's going to happen. Oh, Larson's actually closed on entry there, but Blaney's so good off the corner, especially in 2. He's killing everybody there.
Get to the inside of Blaney because Blaney likes that turn down off of 2. That's where he's got speed. If he can get next to him, it would prevent Blaney from doing that. Take his advantage away from him.
Ryan Blaney's probably lost years of his life in this race just through stress. He's going to come out of the car with no hair. He's going to have a comb over after this race.
The gap's still there. About 2 to 3 car lengths between Blaney and Larson. Larson learning, watching what that 12 of Blaney is doing. Trying to find a weakness if there is one.
He's been able to hang right there. Blaney's not been able to drive away from Larson. Great expo there for the 12 off of that corner.
Back into the shadows again. And now, only
15 to go.
Chastain is pulled away. 2.1 seconds in front of Blaney.
Nobody's had to work harder than Ryan Blaney today, so if he wins this, he's earned it.
The championship is keeping the 5 behind him. Larson seeing the championship pull away from him.
Meanwhile, right behind these cars, you'll see it right there. William Byron right in front of the 17 of Buscher and Truex. Just not able to make the lap time that these other 2 of Blaney and Larson are making to run them down. That's got to be
Whoa, Byron missed that corner pretty bad.
And it fell perfectly for William Byron. With the car
Hello?
coming out when it did, his pit crew in stall 1.
It's almost over.
3 years, the person winning the pole and getting that first stall has been able to win the championship.
But I'm
But it might not happen
But I'm streaming a football game after this.
William Byron, as he runs in the 4th position, and he is 3rd of the championship 4 contenders.
It'll be about 8:30 your time, probably.
with trying to run down a faster race car than his.
All right. I'll talk to you soon.
Being asked to try to make
Bye.
the car that he has
Gonna play Texas Chainsaw Massacre late tonight.
It's one of the most impressive things about racing. The 12 almost into the wall, maybe into the wall off of turn 4 there, but how incredible to watch these great, incredible race car drivers under these conditions. This is what we wait for all season long, and here we are with an incredible drive between both of these drivers.
Chastain's the party pooper today.
What Kyle Larson's role is right here. What is Blaney's? Like, is Blaney's role to maximize everything in his car with a lead over Larson? Or is it to, hey, be smart. We can win this championship.
If Larson stays within 3 or 4 tenths, I don't want to think what he'll do on the last lap to just try to make something happen. He won't wreck Blaney, but he'll do something.
Speed, rhythm, that's where he's comfortable. That's where I want to put him. If he makes a mistake doing it, so be it. You've got to put him in the position he's most comfortable, and that's attacking.
Less than 10 to go. Chastain. 1.7 seconds now. Blaney's closing in. Larson falling back.
Larson a little bit quicker, half a tenth quicker that last lap.
That's not enough, Junior. You need tenths, not halves. Not half a tenth, you need tenths. Single digits.
Laps winding down. Larson's got to put a push together right now if he wants to catch and get by that 12 of Blaney.
Larson gets in that situation where we see a quarterback in football trying to put a pass into a place that doesn't belong and throw an interception. That's the position Larson is being put in right now. He's got to find some speed that the car doesn't have. And when you do that, it's very easy to overstep your bounds, get the car in the wall, spin the thing out, but it's fine to go.
Chastain just lapped somebody.
Rick Hendrick watches on.
That time by Blaney a tenth quicker than Larson. Both drivers fussed with Chastain.
Busher still.
I think NASCAR said, let's not totally cheat up the Final Four this year so people stop accusing us of cheating up the Final Four. Hence why Ross is so good today, why Buescher, Truex, and Harvick have been so good today.
In the hands of Blaney. Can he keep it in his hands?
Byron just ain't got nothing for him.
Way up the racetrack, allowing Busher.
Not this time.
The other big mile marker on the screen. Kevin Harvick is running 7th right now. Remember that streak of top 10 finishes still alive for Harvick. He can increase that number. It's at 20. He's looking to make it 21.
Keep in mind, if there is a yellow, there's 24 cars on the lead lap as we run right now.
To be able to extend that streak, and it looks like it's possible today.
Into the sun.
5 laps to go.
Still chasing after Chastain, and he's closed the gap to 1.4 seconds.
Again, faster than Larson. The last 2 laps. Right, Blaney, I want 2 more laps with you pushing hard, and then I'm going to back him down a touch. Not a lot. They have a lot of room to give up. Brad Keselowski, I think, made a little bit of wall contact.
Brad bounced off the wall.
He's able to keep it going. Looks like all 4 tires still have air in them. He'll be able to nurse this home. Should stand to green conditions.
Under 4 laps to go. Blaney still with a sizable advantage over Larson.
Blaney put the fucking work in today. 3 laps to go. He really put the work in.
Every person on this team, on this 12 team, is hoping nothing happens. No yellows, no issues in these final couple corners.
Ross Chastain wanting to end on a high note this season as he's out front by a second and a half, looking for his 4th career win.
Rough year for Trackhouse, but they've got some bright spots. Nashville, Chicago, and they're 2 laps away from winning this race.
This is 155 as he has just 2 laps to go.
That's something you can stay focused on in the offseason. If we can get to that championship full ride we were a year ago, what would that win have meant? Yeah, absolutely. To your point, Jeff Burton, that 12 car of Blaney has backed it off just a touch. With only a couple corners left.
1.4 seconds separating 1 and 2, and about the same separating Blaney from Larson.
1 more lap to go. White flag. Oh, my God. Only 1 more lap. Blaney's got it in hand. Ross has got the race. We're going to have dual burnouts for the first time in years. That's going to be awkward. Ross Chastain wins Phoenix. Ross. But Ryan Blaney is the champion. I can't believe Blaney just won a championship. I'm glad it was somebody I really like. I've always been a fan of Blaney.
The respect of his peers being shown right now.
Blaney's a very popular guy in the garage and with the fans. Kind of wish he'd have won the race, but hey, that's okay.
For the first time in a decade, the champion didn't end up winning the race. Ross Chastain is going to claim that win. But winning the bigger battle, Ryan Blaney now has his championship flag, and he will do a lap here to enjoy what the fans are so appreciative of today. The driving that he put on.
Dual burnouts. You go, Ross.
Flag's not going to survive this burnout.
I love dual burnouts. We'll never know what would have happened with Christopher Bell involved in this. Once again, for the second day in a row, hey, Truck Series, it can be done.
He'll unstrap and climb out of the car and listen to the crowd.
Dale Jr. tweeted 1 minute ago, smiley face emoji. Nostradamus! I'm going to send him that. Nostradamus.
Rick, not only did the flag barely survive the burnout, the car barely survived the burnout as well. Almost wall contact, almost a fire as well. That belongs to you as a Cup Series champion, Ryan Blaney. What a rough pit stop. You somehow put the team on your shoulders. Incredible battle with Kyle Larson. What did you say to yourself before that final restart, Ryan?
It's just time to go to work. You know, I mean, we did a good job of getting where we need to be, and those guys did get pissed off, so just need to go to work. And, you know, hoping our car was good enough, which it was. So just so proud of this team.
I think Dale Jr. was in on the script writing meetings. Dale Jr. NASCAR riding team confirmed.
So special, and to have my family here winning my first Cup title, I got emotional in the car. I'm not a very emotional guy, but so cool. Thank you guys for coming. I hope it was an awesome show. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, appreciate Menards, Dutch Boy, Ford, you know, Worth, Advanced Auto Parts, Body Armor, Dex Imaging, Knauf, Cap Gemini, Wabash. Everybody makes this possible. John Menard's here, so that's so cool to get him a championship, and can't wait to celebrate with my guys.
We can hear all the emotion on the radio, Ryan. What was going through your mind on those final few laps?
No yellow. Didn't want to caution, and
He is Nostradamus.
pretty good about it. Just about getting there and finishing it off. So, yeah, just didn't want to yellow. Luckily, everyone kept it straight, and we were going good. But I want to shout out also Kyle and William. That was fun racing those guys all day, and the 20 Bell. Unfortunately, he broke, but
The Eagles are taking it too. The Cowboys in this third quarter, they're close to going up 2 scores. And that was kind of a shitty tackle on Dallas Goddard, and he's slow to get up.
Improbable did this championship seem, Ryan?
Well, you know, count yourself out. You know, I mean, I think in the summer, you know, we were struggling a little bit, but we never gave up. And we just went to work, and I've said that all week. Like, this group goes to work and they figure out problems. That's why they're such an amazing group to be with the Team Penske folks, because they just put their head down and do the work and accept the challenge, and that's what they did. So it's not happenstance we started running so good during the playoffs. It was a lot of hard work by a lot of amazing men and women over at our race shop, and I can't thank them enough for that. And they deserve this just as much as
Big bounce back year for Blaney. He was really good last year. They just didn't win. This year they won a few races and got the prize. Oh, yeah, what a long off season. What is it, 90 days?
Flag goes in the air. And Ryan Blaney.
Now give me my Ross Chastain race winner interview.
You normally hand the checkered flag to a fan in the crowd. He doesn't end up winning the race, but he wins the championship. And what a season he has put together. Again, Martinsville won to get into the championship 4. 3 wins on the season. But the most important was finishing in front.
Paul Menard wins a championship as a sponsor.
At the end of this one, Ryan Blaney is the 2023 NASCAR Cup Series champion.
Woo. Lord, hold on a second. I saw blind Rainey. I saw Ryan Blaney win the World 600 the same year he won the championship. Yeah, that was a great Phoenix race. I think the future is bright because they're going to go to work on this short track package and make it even better. They made some changes this year. We saw some gains. And this Phoenix race is the culmination of the changes they made, the tire they brought, the lack of traction compound. So I think the future's bright. Good for Blaney. And they're showing his 600 win right now in this commercial. So I was there for that. I saw Ryan Blaney win the same year he won the championship. I'm so happy for him. He had a tough 2022. Come on, Jalen. Come on, Jalen. Come on. I'm cheering for the Eagles to beat Dallas right now. And meanwhile, Ross Chastain, my other guy, won the race. I love Ross. That's my man. Ross Chastain won the damn race.
Two burnouts taking place right by the start-finish line.
Great race. Very happy. We end the season on a high note. We had the most likable championship 4 in the history of this format.
Third in the race, 4th for Byron.
Pretty cool.
36th after the right front.
For all the money Menards has put into this sport, yeah, they deserve to be on a championship-winning car.
109. And Kyle Larson coming home in 3rd. He'll be 2nd overall as far as the championship standings at the season end. And Kyle standing by with Kim.
And Rick, they had an absolutely perfect pit stop there at the end, both driver and crew.
Larson raced clean. Cost him the championship, but he raced clean.
Yeah,
Classic Larson, though. He's a class act.
The last few months, and yeah, especially here today. So our pit crew and pit road just really kept us in the game. You know, we weren't the greatest on the track, but I was just hoping for pit stops. You know, because I knew the way our team executed our lights and the way our pit crew can execute it.
We still ain't even interviewed Ross.
Only shot really to win, and they did everything in their power to give us the winning job done there. So huge thank you to them. I needed to come out the leader on that restart. Ross got a really good start from the 2nd row, and
Touchdown Eagles! They will go up by 10 late in the 3rd.
Ross kind of protect for me behind me, and I'm not sure if it would have made a difference, really. I was just not as good as a few guys, and especially Blaney and Ross probably. So it would have been difficult, but my team did a really good job all season, so I'm extremely proud of them. We had a up and down year, and we finally put together 2 solid weeks in a row. So I don't know if we've done that all year, but yeah, just huge thank you to HinderCars.com, Team Chevy, Valvoline, Junior Ramen Bar, everybody back at Hendrick Motorsports, the engine shop, everyone. So just we'll come back next year and try to be stronger.
Blaney made a point in his interview to talk about how respectfully both you and the other 2 contenders raced throughout the race. How important was it not to do anything egregious in this race?
Yeah, I mean, I tried to take as much as I could in 1 and 2, just to see if I could do anything, just because he was a lot faster.
Hamlin would have walled Blaney there. I'm telling you right now.
Never touched me. So, I would say for me, and my respect level, it started with him. He raced with a lot of respect early on in the race, and he always has, too. So it was fun watching, Ryan and William and Bell, kind of when he was out there, us all racing hard. So, yeah, just a lot of fun there, and congrats to Ryan. He's a deserving champion. Him and his team have done an amazing job. It's been, fun to kind of come up through the ranks with him, and you see him be a champion. So congrats to Team Penske and their whole team, and we'll try and beat him next year.
Kyle Larson comes home second in the championship.
Larson's going to be in a lot more Final Fours, I'm pretty sure.
Frankly, he dominated the beginning portion of this race. He had won the pole, but around stage 2, it just seemed to get away from you guys. What went wrong?
Yeah, once the track rubbered in, we got really tight. So, and especially when we lost the lead, on track, we just had a big balance shift and got tight back in 2nd through 5th, and just couldn't gain a lot of speed through 1 and 2, and just kind of having to really overslow the car and get it to the bottom. So that's all we had there. Just really proud of our Exalta team. Just a great season. It stinks to come up short, but I'd like to think we're going to be back in this position, and we're going to have more shots at it. So we just got to keep working. Got to keep working on the short track program for us. It was definitely the tough part of our season, but I felt like we brought a good car this weekend, and really until the track kind of changed, I thought we were in the game. So yeah, just all we had there.
What was it like racing with Blaney and Larson there? You guys were so close at times. You're racing for obviously the win and the lead, but also for a championship. What was that experience like?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we all raced really hard. So it was, I felt like in stage 1 and 2, I could kind of take Ryan's lane away a little bit and get him tight. And then once he got in front of us, it was really hard to get him or chase him back down. And then with Larson,
look how good Stewart Haas was. They were solid. Harvick 7th, Almirola and Priest 13th, 14th. This is one of Briscoe's better tracks, but he was non-existent today.
We're pretty tight there, but yeah, like I said, just really proud of this team. We've had a great season and a lot to be proud of, and we're going to keep digging hard. So this was a great season for us.
Strong season for William Byron, this 24 car, and a lot to build on for next year, guys.
What about Ross Chastain? That motherfucker won the race. I'm waiting for you to talk to him.
Arizona, and the title has been decided. And for the first time in 10 years, the winner of the race is someone different from the championship winner.
Where's Ross?
Gianna, Ryan Blaney's girlfriend.
There's Bubba.
Coming over to congratulate him. Other drivers coming over to congratulate as well. Bubba Wallace coming in to congratulate him as he pulls up in front of the championship stage.
They have not given Ross the time of day. While they're setting up for Blaney's thing, they could be showing Ross and then come back for Blaney's ceremony.
Ryan Blaney will be able to get out and celebrate with his team. We saw how emotional and heard the emotions of Blaney. Talking about how important it was that his family was here, family and friends.
I'm just watching the victory lane or the championship stage. Ross Chastain's in victory lane, but we ain't even seen him yet. I could get a Blaney shirt. That Ryan Blaney championship shirt looks cool. I should have got me a Larson shirt when he won, because I got the Chase Elliott shirt. I should have got the Larson shirt the following year.
Confetti covering the car as Ryan Blaney has worked his way around the stage to try to enjoy this moment with all of his team members that have helped him get to this point. We saw Roger Penske get up on stage with him there. Steve Phelps, NASCAR president, standing by there with Marty as well, right there.
Marty! Look at Joey Logano. Get off the stage, Joey. Yeah, they really are doing Ross dirty.
Thank you, Marty.
We couldn't have interviewed Ross in the last 3 minutes.
Ryan, what an incredible day. Congratulations to you, Jonathan, and the entire 12 team. Just incredible. Hello, John. You know what? Quick shout out to you.
Roger's got an Indianapolis Motor Speedway vest on.
But the battle that you put on, you know, with William and Kyle was incredible. But in the end, there could only be one, and that was you. So on behalf of
Steve Phelps is a better public speaker than Brian France ever was.
and the best fans in the world, I want to present to you the Bill France Cup. Incredible
Look at Ross Chastain going into business for himself. He went off script and won the race.
NASCAR Cup Series champion.
Now good luck lifting that heavy-ass fucker up.
He gets to lift the trophy finally, and it's heavier than it looks, isn't it, Ryan? How much of the
That's what she said.
this year is about never giving up?
Now we got to interview Blaney again. Blaney's getting a second interview, and Ross ain't even got one.
You know, I mean, it's somewhat of an up and down year, but you're going to have those moments. And through the summer, we just worked really hard to try to get back where we need to be, and kind of set a deadline for the playoffs. And we met that deadline. So just super proud of the effort by everybody at Team Penske, who put tons and tons of hours into hard work, and no one really got down. They just put their heads down, and they decided to really put in a lot of work, and it showed up, especially in these playoffs, well, especially the last 5 weeks. And so cool to have all their hard work pay off, so they should be proud.
Let's talk about your dad, Dave. He has been
Did the watermelon get smashed?
of late. How about getting to this point? How much has family meant to you to get here?
It's meant everything, I mean, I come from a family of racers, my grandfather and dad and uncle, and Dad is obviously who I grew up watching and admiring and wanted to be like. So to be able to do what he did, because as a kid I just wanted to do what Dad did, and so to be able to race and let alone compete for wins and championships, and still have my parents around and people you look up to that are still around, it makes it even more special.
Second-year crew chiefs aren't supposed to win a Cup Series championship. How much is Jonathan?
My Twitter is full of nothing but people saying this race was terrible. I'm not lying to you. All I'm seeing is tweets about how bad the race was. Like what?
We worked really hard in the winter to try to get back to where we know we can be,
And Ford won all 3 championships.
hard work. Every single person on this 12 group is, and from pit crew to mechanics to truck drivers, I mean, everyone has a part in it, and they work their asses off. So it's cool to see all that stuff pay off. And but yeah, fun to work with Jonathan, and hopefully we can get some more.
How about this young man over in the corner, Mr. Roger Penske? What does he mean to you?
Poorly aged NASCAR. Kyle Petty says Ryan Blaney is the new Casey Kane. Potential unfulfilled. Well, please have Blaney go get interviewed by Kyle Petty.
Everybody all week that having the opportunity to go back-to-back Cup champions for Mr. Penske, has never been done. He hasn't done that, and it's not very often you get to do something in motorsports that RP hasn't done. And so, because he's done everything, he's accomplished everything. So to be able to be a part of this and bring him another championship and be a driver that's brought him a a championship is very special. So it's been a fun decade, and hopefully another fun decade ahead.
Last year was his teammate Joey Logano who wins the title. This year it's Ryan Blaney who brings team.
Hey, we get Harvick in the booth in February. That's another plus about this shit being over. Bubba was asking 30 minutes ago if Blaney was leading. Freddie was telling Bubba where Blaney was running and if Blaney was going to win. So Bubba was checking on his friend right in the middle of the race. Yeah, talk to Ross. You didn't even show the watermelon.
Let's go there now with Dave. Rick, speaking of celebrations, which are probably going to go into the night, you've already gone through half a watermelon, a couple of Busch Lights right here in Victory Lane. Tell us what this day means to you, because no one does this. No one beats the championship for.
Has it never happened, Dave?
I believe it's ever happened.
I don't believe it's ever happened. We did something else that's never been done before. For everybody on the Sport Bike Express team, the Global Transit Unit.
Ross Chastain's built different, baby. Ooh, Dallas got stuffed on a 3rd and 1. They got 4th and inches. They'll go for it. They'll get it.
Believing in me, coming over to Trackhouse, and then Kubota Jockey coming on board, filling out our season. Now, obviously, next year with Busch Light, the AB brand, I couldn't think of anything I would want to do more is to try to find Kevin Harvick, and racing him early in the race was bucket list. Little kid in me racing that 2005 GameCube game. I drove as a 29 GM Goodwrench car, and now I'm driving a Chevy for GM to Victory Lane, a Camaro. So, yeah, I am beside myself that we were able to do that. That last caution, we were really tight, and it saved us. And Phil Surgeon and this group at Trackhouse, all of our GM support staff, sim staff, and everybody at Trackhouse somehow came up with a way to make this thing turn, and we drove off into the sunset.
Well done. Enjoy the offseason with a win in your pocket. Let's go to Kim.
And Kevin Harvick down here, surrounded by family, surrounded by friends that have become family. We had competitors down here congratulating you on an absolutely outstanding Cup Series and NASCAR.
I was hanging around for the Harvick interview, too.
There were tears shed. I heard some laughs. There was a toast. Sum up what this day and what your career has meant to you.
It's been an emotional roller coaster for sure, and I think as you look at this last week, this really means a lot to me, just because I love driving the race car. I love being around the people more. I love our sport. It's given our family so much to through the years to be thankful for and proud of, and I can't wait to be able to walk in that tunnel with my head up and look around and just look at all the really cool things that are NASCAR racing in every venue that we go to with great fans and people all over the place. And I think for
yeah, I think the Hendrick Brigade, the Chevy Brigade, and I'm a Chevy guy. I think most of them are pissed about this race, but I think it was a great race.
Your team that you can, and sometimes you don't see everything that's around you. So I'm fortunate to be able to kind of close this. I opened this chapter unexpectedly in 2001 and closed it in 2023 how we wanted to, and that was to be competitive. And the thing that means the most is just having the respect of the drivers and the competitors and the crew chief and my team and organization and all the past people that I've worked for or worked with. There's been so many great stories and things that have happened over this year, but especially this week.
As you talk about the competitors, and only the competitors.
Notice I'm still here. I haven't ended my stream yet.
You're not leaving the sport. You're moving to the TV booth. But what do you hope people remember you by as a racer?
Well, I think for me, it's just we gave it all we had, right? And every lap, every week, and in some way, shape, or form, we touch every aspect of this race car. I care about how everything looks, whether it's the color of the car, the stickers. I sit in the sponsorship meetings, the marketing meetings, the team meetings, and there's just not any piece of it that I don't feel like that we are a part of in some way, shape, or form. And we built a team here at Stewart-Haas Racing. We built a team at KHI. We built a management company.
I miss KHI.
From the bottom up, and I think
I'm old enough to remember KHI. You fuckers ain't.
People recognize, but I'll also, as you guys have seen through the week, and I'm a pretty emotional person. I've just done a really good job of hiding that through the years to make you think I'm super tough, but I'm really not.
I love that Harvick was driving the NASCAR video game version of his car.
To get to know a lot of the drivers and crew chiefs and just people in NASCAR racing, and it's just been so much fun to tell a story about the last 30 years of my career this year, and I think everybody's done a great job, and I can't thank them enough.
And you'll do the storytelling moving forward. How will will your career on the racetrack help you in what you're going to do in the next chapter?
Well, I feel like I can walk into any trailer in that garage right now and talk to the crew chief or the driver. We can walk into any meeting. I still want to be a part of the driver council and the things that they do to. These guys are rock stars, and I want everybody to know how hard this is and how hard these guys work and how hard it is for them.
That race was under 3 hours as well.
Over the last several years, we've kind of got away from.
We got the happy ending this year, guys. We got the happy ending.
The guys and gals that drive these vehicles they're studs. They're badasses, and that's really what I want to portray. And this is a lot of hard work. And you hear about F1 and NASCAR. We have every bit of all the rock star technology, everything that we need. We just got to make sure we tell the story. But I love the drivers, and I love to compete, and they're the rock stars in this whole thing, and I can't wait to talk about this car and everything about them.
And you, Kevin, are a rock star. Congratulations on an absolutely outstanding career.
Thank you.
He'll continue on
See you in the Hall of Fame.
Sports next year as he will cover the races from the broadcast booth, but a lock for Hall of Fame when he is eligible.
That's Max Pappas.
NASCAR America post-race is.
All right, gang. I'm out of here. What more to say other than I'll see you in February. Of course, if you like football, I'll see you in about an hour and a half. But if not, if you only watch me for this shit, I'll see you February 4th. Clash the Coliseum, right? So, yeah. What a fun season. A lot of parity. Hard racing. More good races than bad. This car improved massively this year. Still got some work to do. I'm looking at road courses. Brighter days are ahead. So, enjoy the break. We fucking earned it. 10 goddamn months is a long time to dedicate every Saturday and Sunday to this shit when you don't have a lot of free time. There are no more drivers from the Winston Cup era unless Ryan Newman wants to continue running next year. He's not a fan of the current car, so I don't know if he will. But anyway, I'm going to get off here and watch the rest of this Dallas-Philly game. Philly's up 28-17. Cowboys are inside the 5 with 11 and a half minutes to go. So I'm going to stream Bengals-Bills later. Come back, hang out, watch football. Football's good. I got into football years ago to fill the gap between NASCAR season because for me as a kid, I was like, NASCAR off-season sucks. Now I'm like, God damn, we need a longer off-season. It's funny how you change as you get older. I think I've said goodbye 3, 4, 5 fucking times now. So goodbye for real. See you in February. I'll be 30 in February. So I'm officially old.